horizon, the charts are bold. DD bands rapping stories untold. Riding with rockets through their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hope never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Treasure roll, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, guys? How we doing? Good morning. It's like slightly bear market, Matt, right? Looks like we're here at a standstill in this market. I believe we've crossed into bear territory. I'll talk about this today. It's feeling like it. Yep, I'm reading you guys' comments already. It's getting there. Maybe the month of August can be pretty bad. This is gonna be a little different. Yep. You guys saw my tweet last night. We broke through key levels. You saw everything on my chart yesterday. We watched the earnings reports. We closed into where key bear zone tops were on monthly maps. So this could be it. Could be a pretty nasty month or starts of the month, and we'll talk about all of it. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Birdman? Just me talking out loud. Matthias, Jaded, EC, Matthias said bear market. Yep. Bird Hill Squirrel. Cal, GTR, Lucky Julian, Beej, Piper, Andrew Fraser, Rahul, Rally Point Squish, PB, good morning. DG72, Renee, Elite Trader, Simon Dean, Jason Yang, good morning. Stocks did not sell off overnight, did it? This drop is just tracking, somebody says, this track is tracking international markets. Should index be gapping up to track stocks? No, the stocks are, so you're thinking in the right path, but think one more step further. the index is tracking, it moves when other markets move down because it's anticipating firms that are selling there would be selling here kind of thing. But like, you know, because a big hedge fund will own stuff all around the globe. But if the index's futures primary directive is to track the stocks inside of it. So if the futures are gapping down, it's anticipating that our stocks will be gapping down. So you're correct. While stocks technically weren't trading, some of them trade pre-market, post-market. We're technically not trading. They're expected to gap down. That's why futures are down. So imagine that don't think the stocks are going to open and then sell off. Just think they're going to be gapping down too. You're correct. Just say one more step further. Oh, that thought. Yep. Bet Michigan Summit at 10 a.m. Yep, we have that today. I think we just had non-farm and all that. I just forgot the market's moving around all that. Friends, family, welcome to the stream. Every single day you guys come up here and show up. Yesterday we had big fat giveaway bonanza. We did all these amazing things. We didn't even finish. We had so much stuff to give away. We gave away 42 boot camp seats, 10 My Funded Futures accounts. Today we'll be doing the same, giving away 10 500 futures accounts, 2 Tradeify accounts, 10 My Funded Futures accounts. Wow. Let me do this giveaway. 10 My Funded Futures accounts, 2 Tradeify straight to funded accounts, 4 ETF direct to funded accounts, two funded next rapid challenge accounts. Bonanza part 2. I haven't done screen share yet. Y'all are still looking at my beautiful face. Hold on. Hold on. Dang, Bonanza part 2. I forgot we're giving away so much today. All right. All right. Oh, no, don't hit end poll. Oops. No, I have to type. Oh, I don't have to type it all again. I'll just kind of paste it. Dang it. Whoopsie. Maybe type it all over again. No. One more time. All right, guys, let's get to it. So decorating my charts this morning. I think we walked into downside move overnight all the way down. I didn't touch it. You guys saw my tweet last night and y'all saw my post in Discord. Allow me to reiterate my post in Discord. I'm very, very, very good at nailing tops and bottoms. I've actually kind of made a name for myself being really good at calling the top and calling the bottom when it's the top and when it's the bottom. This is very possibly a bottom. Okay. Sorry, a top. We've lost QQQ today in bear zone of the monthly maps. It's very rarely do I do like this is the day, right? Remember April 10th? Remember April 10th when I said this is the day the bull market starts today? And I bought the calls to stand for it, and I was right. And now I'm saying August 1st, this is the day the bear market likely starts today. We've lost QQQ today into the bear zone of the monthly maps. I'll explain what that means in a little bit. Bear markets are based on S&P, however, so S&P has only about 2 points until SPY has 2 points until it's below its bear zone top. We know from monthly maps classes when the market is selling off really hard and you move from bull zone into bear zone, and the next day you open into bear zone on monthly maps. That's usually the start of the bear pullback. Okay, healthy correction in the bull market is totally fine. Probably what we'll see for August, and we probably won't get back to like the straight cool fun run rally until September, if we get that. So meaning if we gap down tomorrow 20 points or lower in the S&P, it's likely we're in bear territory on monthly maps. That bear zone was practically flat for the next week or two, which is why I'm saying we've fallen far enough. Maybe this one might move around, but I don't think the other ones are going to move around as much. If we fall about 20 points on S&P or gap down 20 points, we're likely going to be in bear territory. Now, we have to have the market open today for us to see those maps today, but we'll see. So indicating today was likely to reversal. Remember, I always tell you not to pick a top, right? Not to guess on the top, but to just let the market top out. And I always say at the end of the day, I'll always know if that's the reversal. Nobody can pick a top in the market. It's impossible. The markets are rallying and rallying and rallying and rallying. You're like, I think this is where we're going to sell off from. Heck yeah, I was right. Never will you be able to do that. But what we'll be able to do here is, as the market is rallying and selling and rallying and selling and rallying and selling, we'll be able to say, yep, this is the one. Not that one, not that one. This is the day. And after I made that tweet, we're selling off again. I can tell the chart there. So, you know, the market sold off really hard. We did this, and then overnight we did this. Okay. That's how good Rocket Scooter is. All right. We knew that. And that's what we trained you guys to do. Did y'all all knew that as well as chat? Did you guys all know that chat? Right? Do you understand that here we're training you on how to do this the right way? And I don't know how many people might be looking at this, right? The market's falling. And some people said, let me just go ahead and buy the dip. And I said, I am not buying any dips overnight, any dips at all overnight. The market did this overnight. Okay. Now we're at lower DD band. Now this is every single time long possible setup, which I can possibly take at the open. Just to take now, again, risk is very small. DD band is really kind of risky to play at. But, you know, NASDAQ is below. S&P is at the band. So what I can do, because I think we might pop and then drop, is take a small long at the open at DD band. Now, it doesn't mean that because it's a bear market that I'm going to wake up and short this, but it does mean I've got a really nice, easy setup on the EST side. And whether I'm right or wrong doesn't matter. I can take the trade there every single day. Even in bear zone, I can take the same trade, but I'm going to trade small just for now to start the pre-market. Let's see if VIX is above triple B. And guess what? Here's the cascade. Remember, I tell you guys triple B is one of the most important things to contango midpoint when it comes to understanding the way the market's going to move. And just because of yesterday's movement, that I make the call that we're back in bear territory, and look at what the VIX did, right? So hopefully you guys, I want to say, are impressed enough to understand that the boot camp is going to be what you want to learn. This is all from the boot camp. We gave 142 free seats away. We're done with the giveaways there. It starts in 2 Mondays to train you on all of this. Imagine at the end of the day today, I said, yep, this is the bear market. We wake up to volatility. Now VIX is on the crazy side. We're going to be overshooting pivots. We're going to be having to trade smaller and wider ranges. We're going to be getting these 50, 60, 80 point candles in NASDAQ, right? Again. So this is where we're going, right? You think it'll pop if people covering puts? 100%. It's going to pop and then drop. That's how I expect the bear market to be. Pop and drop. Doesn't mean I'm going to walk in here and start longing all the fort for a big rally, but we're going to make sure we pay attention to see if there's anything we can look for as far as evidence goes, like pop targets, right? And we don't have any, I don't think any impact lines, nothing there, maybe something overnight. Impact line pretty much here. That kind of got close to tapping it. Yeah, so that's basically it. Market's probably just going to open and probably be crazy. So here's what I'm going to do. Just in one account, I've got one. You guys know how I trade when it's volatility, right? Here is a handout. We're going to be very serious today because the market's likely to die. There's no more of the mat open, long, right out the open sort of trades, right? No more of that. You guys know that we're in the territory being above contango midpoint today, so we're gonna have the same exact thing as we always do in this mode. We're gonna have like here's an example. When VIX is below contango midpoint, you get a nice volume distribution, very liquid, very good, strong volume pop right at the pivot as you're approaching it. It reverses very well. Right now we're at DD band, and that's a strong pivot. We're not going to get a nice clean volume profile. Instead, we're going to get like these little asymmetric candles that are all distributed weird. And you're going to either undershoot or overshoot, which means I need to long in this fashion if I buy dips. Now, again, DD band is still a really strong pivot. I don't think we're in a rally today, but we might pop and then drop. So here, long before, after, and right near my stop. What's my stop? It's going to be the greater of 10 points or the longest run 1 minute candle on the hourly. Last hour. I need to wake up fully. I hate when I just wake up. I'm tongue-tied. The biggest candle in the last hour, that distance is what my stop will be, or 10 points, whichever's bigger. So I'm going to go look at the last hour and see if we're falling like 20 or 30 point candles. I need to make sure I'm entering, allowing 30 points of overshoot. Now we'll talk about that. So I need to build a position smaller instead of take my big position on the edge. One contract at the line, I'll probably get in one contract 15, 20 points lower. So small and spread. Okay, so the last hour, the candle is 23 to 99. Do you guys see it? It's about 24 points of candle. So I can allow myself about 24 points of overshoot to know that even on this particular trade, I can go all the way down to here and it's still technically be trying to hold DD band. You guys understand that? Imagine going Bonanza 2, Return of the Hoss. I love it. I love it. So imagine having giveaways every day to the point that every day is Bonanza, right? That's so funny. Hell yeah, Return of the Hoss. I love it. Bonanza was a quality show. You know, back in the day when I was a poor kid without cable. We had all the out for what was UPN or whatever it's called now. I think it's what it was. We used to have late night classic TV would play that. All right, so here's the open today, somewhere down at the bottom. Let's get the close yesterday. Make sure we're marking this up. We had Apple and Amazon earnings. Both of them did nothing to the market. Amazon pop and drop, Apple pop and drop, and we closed out down below monthly maps. So let me show what those are in just a second whenever I get to marking up my chart here. Let me show you guys the update. I know you guys are very excited to see this. I got another update from my tech team of this. Hold on. So this is on test server now. I'm going to approve it for a release on Monday. We'll look at it. Here you go. Open. Mid gap. Okay. This is, I'm going to change the text on some. A couple more things to say on this. So we're going to line up the text and space a little bit here. And, but yeah, here we go. This come out pretty soon. Pretty soon. What's up, Abhishek? Good morning. So here we've got automated open, close, half gap, overnights, and DD band labels that all move with the candles, so that the labels are visible to you while you're trading. So hopefully you guys like that. By the way, speaking of liking this, can you like the stream? Hit the thumbs up. I've been working hard for you guys. Got the good stuff coming out. So automation of futures, and the very next piece of this that'll come out later that week is automation of the conversions into this particular patch. So I'm approving this part first. I might just release this part first and then give you guys the rest of the other stuff later in the week. All right. Good day. Somebody says questioning their life. Goodbye, bull market. We need a song to bring the bull market back to life, but this is correct. Possibly goodbye, bull market, friends. Possibly goodbye. Now let me get to marking everything on my chart. I didn't do anything last night. I went to a party and I immediately left as soon as the market was over. So I just walked away and did my thing. Okay, 63.45. So we're already below monthly hedge pressure, as you guys see. It was yesterday. Half cap resistance here. Same spot. Move all this out of the way, Cool thing about bear markets is you do get a lot of liquidity pockets in them. So in this particular case, what's up? Hey. Good morning.
Tomorrow.
Good morrow. Good morrow. You smell good, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's up, boy?
What's up, boy? Say hi to everybody.
Bite my face, then growl. Bite my face, then growl. Okay, bye. It's the same thing every day. He wants me to pick him up, then he wants to yell at me to throw him down. It's just like a... All right. So I marked this on my chart yesterday in the middle of earnings, and I stayed until earnings to finally take one attempt to buy. And I was literally buying into earnings, and I don't normally do this, but I bet that the market isn't going to crash out. And so I woke up today in the spot that we marked this yesterday. It was really... Let me just kind of like move this over here. Yeah, I can see that. Now, this was yesterday using yesterday's monthly maps. And as we were falling, I said, bear market starts here, QQQ 565, bears on top of monthly maps for the next 2 weeks we fall. And look what happened. Look what happened. Look what happened. You can see this from a mile away, and hopefully you guys are feeling like you're learning something. Are you feeling like you're learning something from the boot camp? You may have watched other streamers or other people before on trading TV shows and whatever, and you really feel like most people don't have a clue about how to do this kind of stuff, right? You do now. All of you do. I think I've trained you guys well enough to know what's coming. I'm very happy to see that this is the stuff we just went through in the boot camp. Now you guys are armed and prepped and ready for it, right? And we closed right on the edge there. Imagine learning all this from a class that costs $1. That's the best part. All right. And that's where I get excited about this new boot camp that's coming up. So you guys are going to have fun. We gave away 142 seats. So 142 people now get to come to the boot camp for free, which is going to be awesome. All right. So I'm going to move this because that was just there for yesterday as me being alert for people while we're sitting there to say, this is the level that I think the bear market's coming back at. All it is, and I'll teach you guys the trick. Remember, I've made these tweets all the time to catalog the history of me being able to observe the exact moment the bear market starts. And I always tell you guys, I'm never more than 1 day late to the bear party. I have been bullish up until even 2 days ago, longing at the open every single day. Every single day. I haven't been scared. I pushed the short button. The joke is I pushed it 2 times. I actually have pushed it 3 times. And that one time I shorted just to be funny, which was taking that $50 short a couple days ago, maybe 2 days ago, just to be funny. All right. I have been longing at the open, longing. And finally here, am I ready to say I'm done? Now, if you guys remember, the opposite was true on April 10th when I threw $50,000 in the calls and doubled my money right there. Do you guys, or actually double my money here. Do you guys remember how I said bull market is back? And now I say bull market is over. I'm curious to think, of all the people you know that do this, how do you think I did? Rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. How did I do, at least as far as what you've experienced, what you've seen? During all the sell-off, this is the day I said the bull market starts. Exactly here. And this is the day, at the end of yesterday is the day I said that it's over. Of all the days that we're selling, of all the weeks and all the days, and this day looks exactly like this day, they look no different, right? Like this right here and this look no different. How come I didn't say the same thing there, right? This is the one where I said that's the end. And I'm never more than 1 day late to a bear party, almost never. I'm always able to see, okay, this was the day that did it. Now, whether I'm right or wrong for the long haul, we'll see. But this is where it ended, right? And I said, this is probably it. And then as you see, the market opened up and then immediately started selling, which is what I said would probably happen too. How do I know how to do this, you may ask? There's not a lot of magic to it. It's a very simple process and it's repeatable, and I do the same thing every time. Let me teach you guys how to do it very quick because the market's opening up, and we'll talk about some of the things that we saw earlier today. Let me just get all my markings out of the way here. Let me mark my overnights just so we have these things. All right, let me get S&P really quick. I'm going to teach you your NASDAQ 262. So now we are approaching MHP from the bottom. Any pops today, I'll be looking for MHP to sell off from, right? So this is kind of what we're looking for. All right. Okie dokie. All right, here's the trick. Monthly maps. Anytime the market sells off hard enough, thank you, said 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10. Well, thank you. Anytime the market sells off hard enough that the next day you open up in bear territory, that's usually enough to start it. It could be a chain reaction. Now, again, the monthly maps are dynamic. They will update every single day into a different level, but you can see that every single day for the next week, at least on QQQ, was at 565. So it's likely that we're probably below it. Now, we have to see when we open up today where we'll be, but you guys are going to check this out. Watch today. That DD ratio is literally going to be right at 0.5. Today's the edge. This is where the stock market decides, is this dip worth buying or not? DD ratio is going to plunge to 0.5 or less than 0.5 at the start of the day. Yeah, we broke MHP yesterday, and Ian said, fuck it, he went to go to the movies with his kids. Right? We saw the market sort of fall apart yesterday, and every single time it fell. And also, we saw some signs yesterday as well, right? As we were going through and trading, we saw a bunch of key strong pivots just fail, right? We had a nice little bounce on positive res off a half gap as expected. The MHP was supposed to hold. It didn't. Bull zone was supposed to hold. It didn't. Liquidity pocket was supposed to hold. It didn't. And it kind of did, then it didn't. When you see that you lose not only one, not only two, but not only three of our strongest pivots on the same day, at least this during the day is to give you a head start to say, oh crap, today might be the day as it's happening. Normally you'll lose MHP or something and you'll be like, okay, it's a one-day event. But did you guys notice this today as well? We lost this, and this. And then you can say, wow, these three things should have happened. Something's happening. And what this means is that the market selling pressure was just more than enough for the liquidity it was trying to hold the market up. Here's the link of the boot camp if you guys are curious on taking it. Boot camp will start in 2 Mondays. We train you guys on all of this stuff, and we also talk about it here on the stream. The boot camp is probably the most awesome thing that we do here. It's designed to be the world's most inexpensive trading course. It's a 20-day grueling process that will train you on everything, on reading the market, what I just taught you just now, and how to do position sizing, position management, all the good stuff you're going to do as a trader. I'll put the link in chat. It is only $20 for 20 days. That's it. It's $1 a class, and that's all it's ever going to be. And the point of it is that I don't want you guys spending $1,000 to learn day trading. It's $5,000 or hurry now, 100,000 seat, $100,000, 6 seats left. Please hurry, sign up before we run out of spaces. All right. I'm trying to make sure you guys don't ever go out there and do that. All right. Again, now I'm just taking a small lower DD band gamble right here. And again, on S&P, this is a one contract, one small thing, one idea that I always EST long at lower DD band. When the ratio is greater than half, I hit it with the normal. When it's less than half, I hit it with the small. And I'm expecting it to be at half or less than half. So I'm hitting it with the small. VIX is now above triple B, so I'm going to aim for playing around the pivots. Now again, we're going to look at the candles and see that the S&P has moved up and down 23 points, which means I have about 20 points of overshoot rather than 10. Today, everybody today, 20 points is the new 10 on stop loss on pivots, okay? I'm prepping you for bear market now. Let's look at NASDAQ now. Look at S&P. Whenever you're above triple B, you're going to start looking at the biggest 1 minute candle, or anytime you can look at it, but above triple B is definitely a guaranteed. You're going to want to measure this. Look at the biggest 1 minute candle, 142 to 65, roughly 80 points. Biggest 1 minute candle that you see in the last hour. Do you see that my stop loss has now doubled? Every pivot's expected to now overshoot 20 to 80 points, which means my normal position I'm going to cut in half, what I normally will do. And I'm going to put in my trades around my pivots instead. Just how you see right here. See how when you're in this mode right here, market's going to kind of dance around my pivot. So I have to attack around it over a wider range using that rule of thumb. So my stops today are going to be 20 and 80. You guys got it? Everybody, 20 and 80. Make sure you're not sleeping on this. 20 and 80, 20 and 80. Can I get some 20 and 80s in chat? I'm going to make sure that I'm understanding that the pivot is only broken when the volatility allowance is broken on it. 20 and 80, 20 and 80. Say it in your head. Gold is above MHP, Matt. Crazy. Yeah, 20 and 80. Just remember, 80 points. So DD band 120. 40 is now the stop on the DD band. Right? If I were to want to still bet on DD band holding, I can actually long right there on the edge and try one more time just to do it. Now the S&P is 20 points lower, and now I did put a long right at the band at 10. I'm going to allow myself all the way down to 90. It sounds weird, right? It sounds really weird to think like this. But what it tells me to do is not double down too quick. Normally, I would long and then allow a little overshoot and build a second position here. My longs are going to be around, below, and then right near the bottom here. DD band is still not broken even through this, okay? So this is what I'm anticipating for the open. Stops are 20 and 80. Now, just making sure you guys know. And so because the stop, just to see if you guys are trained well enough, longing or shorting, it's not going to matter what you choose to do. But if you guys are following my style, this is double what my normal stop would be, right? So because it's double, what would you normally do with your position size? Just as an icebreaker, guys. What would you normally do? Wider stop. What's the next obvious thing you're going to do with your position size? Smaller positions, right? If you have a wider travel, smaller positions. Smaller what you normally would be doing. No reason at all to go jump into anything and take crazy amounts of risk right now. You guys got it. Y'all nailed it. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Let's see, then we can prep for ready to go for this open in this market. All right. Yeah, smaller positions, you guys. Good morning, Scooter Gang. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to hit the like button. We're starting in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And we're ready to go. All right. Today might not be the dip to buy, but I did try to grab something at lower DD band, which is expected just to play the volatility. I'm not going to double down, not going to add to this just to say that we jump above it. And chances are we probably won't. Looks like we're gapping down pretty nastily, and I am going to be very cautious today. especially here. We have broken down below monthly maps, bear zone top in both of these places. Yeah, small position, small position. What's up, guys? I don't know if we have any bear market songs yet in the Discord, but you know, the night is still young. What do we got? Oh, we do. Waiting on the bulls. Okay. Bro, I can use a whole soundtrack of this kind of AI music. It's gonna be great. It's we've got both Matt and his counterpart Fat Nat helping the bull market grow, fighting off the bears right now. All right, let's talk about the overnight news because this is something we need to pay attention to as well. Amazon and Apple both beat earnings expectations, by the way. They both actually came in pretty good from what I remember about both of them. And this morning we had our employment data come through. Let's go ahead and... Non-farm came through much less than the forecast. The participation rate... Open this guy up really quick. Is lower and lower and lower and lower as the days have gone by. There are just fewer people getting jobs because of AI, or wanting to get jobs because of AI and people starting their own businesses and wanting to work from home. The participation rate is lowering and lowering and lowering, 62%. That's very low. As a matter of fact, when you look at this chart, we were growing right up until COVID, and COVID taught the entire world that you can now work from home and start your own job. That's what COVID did. And we have never gotten back to pre-COVID participation rate levels. These are the percentage of people who want to get a job. Number of people who are no longer actively searching for work would be included in the participation rate. It's an important indicator of supply of labor, and the supply of labor is very low because everybody wanted to start their own job, then whoever could did it. And then now they're kind of like peaking out as people are like, well, you either could or you couldn't. And then AI's made it easier in the last year to start your own company and job as well. How many AI people message me every day? Hey, let me make you content. Let me make you thumbnails. Let me make you this. Let me edit your website. Nobody wants to get a job because of AI. Everybody wants to make their own freaking job. That's what this is. Serious business song. I like it. Rogan Lamb's gonna make me like an entire red sounding AI album. This is great. This music is AI, 100% AI. It's good. This is really good. So non-farms came in at a very staggering $73,000 on a $106,000 forecast. Pretty bad, right? Participation rate is lower. The private non-farm payroll is 83 on 100. I mean, this is looking pretty bad. I held on for too long is the name of the song. And it's also to have a job when companies are laying people off, as Brittany has said. It's really bad. It's getting really bad out there. The tariffs just are sort of shaking up the market. And you guys remember, I don't know if y'all remember last August, but last August was pretty bad too. This is AI. This is 100% AI music. 100% AI music. Isn't that crazy? It's really good. Let's hear the Waiting on the Bulls market anthem. No bulls today, guys. So we are opening in bear market territory. Just letting you guys know that. You'll be singing that later. It's good, right? It's in our Discord. So right now we're having a songwriting contest in our Discord for all the traders in here. If you write an AI song and we use it for the stream, you can get lifetime membership at Rocket Scooter. All right. All right. I grabbed one long and one contract. It's not the best setup. It's a lower DD band play, which I always will try to take every single time. But if we're below it and down here, the market's dead and market's dead. We might open and just completely collapse. So just be careful. I'm allowing 20 points of overshoot. My stops today are 20 and 80. What the best that I can hope for today is we get a pop and then we sell. Okay, so it's not going to rally, it's not going to V up, but anything if the market opens and we start to push and push and push and push, it's going to be like a staggery slow sort of thing, and then we die. I'm okay with that. I think this kind of like pre-market high is about as high as we'll probably get, but we'll see. Oh, I'm actually, my accounts are all in order. This is not the account I wanted to focus on. I'm going to put that off screen. I'm actually going to trade this one instead. This one right here. I'm going to add one contract in this account. So I have it in two, but that's it. Lower DD man plays. I do this every single time, but it doesn't mean that I'm thinking we're very bullish today. But remember, bear markets don't just fall. They sell off on pretty much the highs. Right now, people are like thinking, okay, let's get out of this. So I'm waiting to see what actually happens with some of these setups today. When we have a 25% promo for My Funded Future next week, starting next week, I get all kind of exclusive promos with My Funded Future. So I'm going to find out today because I have my meeting with them today about all of next month. Do I have a poll reviewers can rate the music? I don't, but let me tell you something. This is the best song I've ever heard of the AI in general. I would jam out to this every day. Listen to the song. It's called Maybe I'm Wrong from the Right Place. Just listen to it. It's in the spirit of Red, the band. I don't know if you guys like Red, but I was talking about Red the other day. And Tech and Rogue and some of these guys are writing these like, just listen to it. Yeah, this is AI, dude. It's scary, right? So I've got a whole group of songs that sound just like Red. The V2 is the better one? Oh yeah, V2 is the better one, huh? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one. You're right. V2. Yeah. This is the one. Yeah. Listen to this one. So my play today is to trade no better than half gap or no better than pivots. Monthly maps are going to be very important today. We're going to see where we open up on monthly maps, okay? Listen. Damn, dude. The chorus is good. There's giveaways today. Yeah, like 15 something accounts or whatever today. All right, let's see how we get this open. Yeah, right. Relative to life, not only trading, the lyrics are absolutely relatable. That's what I was saying. It sounds like an apology song, right? Like maybe I'm wrong, but I come from the right place. Very relatable lyrics, right? Thank you. I'm a pretty good singer. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's always from the right place. Okay, we're below DD band. Market's already immediately irrational out the door. Where the fuck are my alerts going off? Hold on. All right, let's see how we get out the door. Opening up here. Sorry, I had to end the music, so I had to go type to my developer here because the alerts somehow aren't working now. All right, we're opening right at MHP. So this is right on the edge of a possible long setup. BRSU is very bearish on MHP break. So again, this is one place that there can be trade setups from. Let me add this. Yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty decent right at MHP. Again, not super bearish on the open, but we should be okay, at least for now. BRSC, yeah, Nasdaq is just absolute shit today. Let me play that song again in a little bit. Hold on. Back to it, back to it, back to it. So good, right? All right, so VVIX 106, yeah, VVIX is through the roof. And look at this, guys. Look at today's monthly map. We have open in bear territory. So bear zone tops and DD ratio is 0.25. You see how we can read this right out the door? Greater market signals are the only one that is bullish is this MHP hold. So the market is probably immediately going to start falling apart. I am taking the risk of allowing a little bit of overshoot here at MHP, holding on S&P, but that is it. If we lose MHP, all three of our signals are greater bearish are there. So again, I still at least take a stab. And if we lose it, we lose it. Now, breaking MHP is a market collapse day, so just be very careful. All right. What the heck is going on with my platform here? Okay. Like we're having a little freeze here on the data here, connecting. Let me reset everything. Yeah, it's not connecting for me for some reason. And I just crashed, hold on. Hey, when this happens. Come out. Rocket crash, rocket suiter crash. Okay. Jesus, can you just like, can you crash already? Fucking A. All right, here we go. Oi. Pretty good song, right? All right, so be careful. MHP breaking is the last of the three greater market signals. So greater market signals today, guys. So I'm going to hit the like button really quick, friends. Greater market. Such a good song, right? It's like relatable lyrics. Greater market is extremely bearish today. My last stab is to take the EST bounce of a monthly hedge pressure, and I'm playing right on the edge in the overshoot. I'm allowing 20 points of ES and 80 points of Nasdaq overshoot. Greater market is going to be 1 DD ratio less than half, right? DD less than half. And remember, I called bear market yesterday. Doesn't mean I'm going to wake up and just short out the open, but if we lose MHP, the market's dying one more time. SPY below MHP, and then monthly maps are bearish as well. So all three of them are bearish. Today, if we tap MHP from the bottom, it is a short off of MHP. Now, if I get this nice little bump here, I can short it off of there. All right, so this is wrong. I bought the dip at MHP, and it's not necessarily holding. Monthly maps also bearish. So all three of our tools are bearish today. All three of them. All three bearish. That's it. Okay, so what a bear market means is I don't just jump in and chase a short. It means I'm be shorting pops now. So right about here is SPY MHP. So we know this out the door. I bought DD band at the open, and I bought MHP one more time just so I can. But this is really bad to break through this. This is the last of our greater market indicators to hold. If MHP holds, we've got MHP to DD band is the only long scalp we have inside of here. Here to there is basically all I'm going to hope for now. If we reject here, market is going to crash. This is a very bad, crazy volatile market. So things are picking up steam and moving pretty quick. So don't be in a crazy spot today. to bag hold in case this falls down. I'm taking a little bit of a risky long at the start, but knowing that it's bear market, I'm not necessarily playing with too much on the table. I'm allowing myself 80 points of overshoot so that I can know that that's what we're going for, or 20 points of overshoot on the S&P. I'm sorry, that was the wrong. That is not where MHP is. What the heck am I doing? NASDAQ is, let's look at NASDAQ liquidity maps really quick. My bad. So SPY is exactly at the 832 candle SPY. Such a good song, right? So this is it, right? We're below DD band, market's irrational, small pivots only, and I can still long off of my strong pivots, but that's basically it. So I am losing almost, I get like 20 more points to play around MHP, and that's it. So I'm not doing anything more than a 2 candle hold or 2 contract hold just in case it rallies back out of this. But bear market is here, guys. All greater market is bearish. So for the first time since April 10th, bear market is what we've got. Okay. And we'll see if there's anything. Usually short markets are volatile, so we're going to move pretty violently. I don't just wake up and short out the door. I still kind of play the dip, but there's going to have a lot more overshoot in my trades. Okay. No, this isn't a bear market. We had a bear market earlier. This isn't a bear market. This is the start of a bear market, Annie. It's the start. What we call a bear market. Don't think recession. Bear market is different. A bear market was when all 3 of our greater market signals are bearish. That's what it means. So, Andy, I don't know if you've been through our boot camp, have learned anything I teach, but the DD ratio is less than half. So, 37% of the stock market cap is bullish. So less than 50, it's bearish. S&P below its monthly hedge pressure. S&P is now gamma negative, so hedging with negative pressure. Monthly maps is now bear territory. All 3 of the markets. This is a market reversal. Yesterday was the top for a while. Yes, this is a bear market now. I've got it right every pivot for the last 6 years. Yesterday was the top for about a month. It's going to take us a month to break yesterday's top. That's it. This isn't a dip to buy for a rally. This is a scalp dip off of MHP to bet that we hold. And the market is already losing MHP within minutes. Yes. So no new all-time highs in 2025. No, I didn't say that. I literally said for 2 weeks for August. August is just August, a month. We've got half the year left. Half the year left. Just now, markets think a month at a time. For this month, we are now pushing through up until the 2nd Wednesday or the 3rd Friday of August. We're pushing through possible crazy bear market territory. And even today, like this is actually selling off pretty quick. So I took whatever setup I could right at MHP. There's nothing else underneath this. So I'm actually going to walk away from this one and just be done with it. All right. So I took an attempt to buy it. Hedge pressure, nothing. If we get back above it, I'll jump right back in on the long side. Yeah. All right. So there's really no trade setup inside of here other than if you do short off of MHP, the market can just fall to the next level. Let's see where some of those next levels are. NASDAQ, I don't think has anything nearby. Yeah. So this is just number 4 resistance down in here. Today, now the way that you trade bear markets is very simple. Usually in days like this, I can just sit out and do nothing. If I do break above MHP, I can take the long up to bear zone top. So some of the cool setups you can do is nothing here. And while everybody's trying to jump in on the short and they get squeezed, and then if you get the break here, I usually will take the long chase to there and then the short trade off of there. These are two really solid setups in QQQ that are worth waiting for. Either one of these will be really good to take today. I don't think I'm going to do anything with any of my accounts right now. But we nailed it, right? We talked about the market being bearish. We wake up to that. Dead, market's dead. We need a taco song. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so why is the market bearish, right? And this is just something to take note. This is when people decide to start selling, and it sold hard enough to overcome whatever liquidity we had. VIX was testing key levels, and we talked about this yesterday. And VIX is above triple V now and moving higher. VVIX is above 100, 107, right? So at the end of yesterday, we knew this was coming, and this is a really good, right? Good analysis. You guys wake up in the morning. There's really not much to play on. The long side, and market just opens and dives out. So Andy, when I say bear market, that's what I mean. Market's opening and just completely crashing. 400 points in the NASDAQ. And we said this yesterday at market close. This was going to happen today. It's very predictable to a degree when you can actually read liquidity as well as we can. And that's really what you want to do as a trader, is understand what is instead of hoping for rounds and stuff, right? Understanding that I'm going to have very big overshoots, very big moves, and just being ready for it. Now, I don't just jump in and chase a short like the market's going to crash. Bear markets are very volatile and they have big ass V's on them. So, you know, market can easily just bounce right back up, V back up into, you know, higher place. Now today, the DD band is probably resistance today, wherever we end up trading. Inside of here. So bear short down, all things are bearish. And so inside of here, this is resistance, and monthly res is less than 0 on S&P. So the best you can hope for today is an MHP bounce, which would be kind of nice, especially on QQQ. In QQQ, if we get MHP resistance and bounce, this is an obvious trade setup. So if it starts to move and move and move and move, here's a short setup to get, like, super simple. People say, like, Matt, when do you short? Is I wait, I let it do that, and then I take a short. Easy as that. And it'll probably try to do that today. S&P, same setup, all the way up to MHP. Then I can take a short. MHP resiliences are negative. Really watch. Watch any point today. It starts to do whatever there, and then I short off of that. Super simple setup today, guys. Very simple setup today, actually. So shorting just requires waiting and waiting for the setup, and then once you get it, you get it. Now again, the market is pressing extremely fast, extremely lower, and there is nothing to play off of below here. But as I told people yesterday, I've kind of crushed it calling this bear market, right? So let's see if we got any red lines nearby. 278. Holy shit. NASDAQ, sorry, 728 NASDAQ. Let's mark it. It's already here, 728. There's your support, guys. On S&P, really quickly. Blasting through that, blasting through that. 6205, and that's the next one lower on S&P futures. What I say was 6205? I wouldn't say you've missed the short. Bear markets, you never miss the short. Trust me. In bear markets that are volatile, whatever you want, you'll get it. You'll get whatever you want, I promise. Like whatever you're looking for, you're going to get. You will definitely get it. All right, let me pop this one on here because I have some room to play on this account. This is my fatter account. All right. So today, the trade setup today is shorting off of MHP. That's today. That is the setup. We'll check liquidity maps, see if there's anything worth looking at. Nothing there. Nothing there, yeah. So all signs are rational today. Oh, yeah, we nailed it though. All right. A lot of times it's good just to sit back and watch it fall. Hold on one second. All right. 62.61 down here on the downside. There are no bull pivots at all. Nothing to long off of here. This is a but see, the thing is that we can see this coming from a mile away, right? We saw this yesterday. Right out the door. Now I'm just gonna wait and chill. All right. Oops. Yeah, always short from pivots. Never am I jumping in to chase a short, right? I always short from a pivot. Always. You guys are correct. All right, let me set up some things here. Hold on. I got my meeting today with some props here. I'm talking to these guys. So I talked to Fund Next yesterday, and my demands to them were that they need to fix this the thing wherever you get funded, that you get turned around with your live account or your funded account the next day. They said within a week it should be finished. So letting you guys know within a week that should be done. Let me look at this. What do we got here? Hold on one second. Ooh. So the VPN, I asked him about that as well. We asked him. He asked him really quick. So I had a big meeting with the guys at Fund Next last night about just about everything. You guys were talking about market opening, selling. Yeah, bear market. So, you know, those of you this morning that were like thinking maybe we're not in a bear market. This is what I talk about, right? The market's just opening and flushing. Completely a blow up account day today. Yeah, 100%. Let me see which actually do I even want to. I could try to play on one of my bigger accounts here. Hold on. But I don't have anything to play off of though. I'm gonna wait for a good short setup, and that's basically it. Actually, okay, and I'm getting him to investigate why the DD ban rule thing isn't flagging. Here. I'm going to do. I'm trying to get organized here. My accounts are all out of order. I usually have them like a specific order. All right, these are in order here. And this one is. Yeah. This is the one that has the most fat in it. So I'll take this one and I'll trade this one on the short side whenever I get it. Are catalysts a thing anymore? Absolutely they are. So let's talk about it. Risk interval. We'll talk about S&P today. So 58.50, 60 points off the open. This could be a self-catalyzing thing. And let's measure a complete risk interval off the open. We'll do a 58.50 from 63.11. So that's 47 to be 53 is where your cat would be active off the opening drop, a self-catalyzing move. So this is your one risk interval lower, correct. Right here, 100%. Yep, you nailed it. Nasdaq, let's measure the same thing. $209. So 880, 872. On the edge. Do you guys feel like I've prepared you for being able to detect a bear market the moment that it happens? Not doubting the bull market as it happens and just seeing the bear market when it is, where it is, and you wake up that day knowing that it is. I told you guys, you'll never miss out as long as you hang out here. You'll never miss out on knowing it. We're never going to not let you know about it. Right? Every day you wake up scared to long, scared to play, ready to reverse. And then this is the day that the reverse happens. Right? So we are literally right on the edge of the market falling apart. This cat active line can completely collapse the market today as well. On NASDAQ, let's watch that today. MHP is broken. This is a really bad setup. Seeing the market just melt was pretty easy to see that from a mile away, right? Yeah, we are the best. I'm not gonna lie. You read this market like a fucking book. We do. We literally do. All right, market, hang in there. You don't need big positions when trading in down markets like this. You don't need a lot. You just need micros. If you're playing this market and it's volatile, micros are just more than enough. Again, not investment advice. That's your MHP QQQ was. Was that at the open this morning? Yeah, really much same spot. And then you wake up today like this is the day. Like, aha, this is the day. And it's perfect, right? And yesterday was like, I told you, it's going to be a day where the bull market just seems to unravel. And then you know that you've fallen too far, that you're in bear market territory, and you are. And that's it. So the catalysts start to kick off right now. Well, this is where the market's going to get crazy. It's going to get really crazy here. This is bad. One risk interval drop lower off of that opening move can actually completely drain this market even further. So be very careful today on this loss right here. People are frantically dumping shit now. Sidelines is good. Sidelines is always a good idea. Let me see what's going on here. I'm talking to the Fund Index people. Guys, do me a favor and smash the like button, please, if you can. I'd appreciate that. Get ready to be doing some giveaways today. You guys know it. Catalyst is active right here on this other side of this pink line here. This is not the good setup you want. Be careful not to be bag holding down in here. Best part about what I'm doing, I can just sit there and chill. I don't have to do anything. The Muzak is causing the drop. Market is dead today, and it's good that we can see that, right? We knew all the signs yesterday, and we nailed it, right? So we have red lines down in here where the market can maybe find some support, but this is the start of a bear market, and we get it. We're never more than a day late. That's how good we are at this. It doesn't mean I jump in and chase the short, right? Let's just let the market fall and then forget about it. You know? I'm just gonna wait for something good. Now cat is active, so it gets pretty gnarly here. Do we have a song for FOMO? First time not chasing? We should have a song for FOMO. Let's see if we have it. I'm a big fan at letting nasty markets just die. I'm not a big fan of, you know, putting too much risk on the table. The markets are looking like shit. I'm a fan of just chilling and letting it do what it needs to do. Is this like Pet Shop Boys? Austin? Like, that's what it sounds like. Oh, that's hilarious. Dude, it's like... Or Human League. It's like 80s Pet Shop Boys meets Human League, you know? I love it, dude. Oh, that is so funny, man. God, these candles are crazy. Look at this. These 1 minute candles are just nuts. 835, 880, 50.1 minute candles. It's incredibly crazy. Any trading down in here would be micros. If you guys are touching this, remember the market is moving 80 point, 100 point candles here. Micros, if anything at all, right? So you don't need big fat positions. You be watching your account jumping down $1,000 a minute. This is not what good trading is all about. You know, Catalyst is active. This is an automatic sit out. That's hilarious. It sounds like Phil Oakley. I don't know if you guys like Human League. I was a big fan of Human League. Dude, can you write like 10 more songs like this, dude? Like, my heart is in love, man. Catalyst, anything below this pink line's automatic sit out. Anytime the catalyst is active and you fall in one risk interval, which has to do with margin requirements, the volatility will just absolutely fall apart. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Wait, oh, it ends? No, it just ends. Hold on, one more time. Hold on. That's okay. AI songs just do that sometimes. One more time, one more time. It just ended. I like how that's exactly me with my background with 80s digs. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So when a catalyst is active, these are two things that are going to happen, right? Annie, you like the song? It's so good, right? Okay, so when CAT is active, you're going to notice a couple other things. Abnormal volatility. Does everybody see right here abnormal volatility? Do y'all see that? Abnormal volume. Do you see how once he broke through one risk interval from that straight move, the volume is all over the place and spiking? First of all, we see this, right? When a catalyst is active, also the volatility amps up very quickly. So you're going to start to see divergence. Okay. Like you see how the volatility is sort of like stable. It's the same amount the whole way down. Now the candles are getting crazy bigger. Catalysts can start to like have this kind of curvature to the market. Like it can fall lower and lower faster. Just be very careful in this environment, right? So anytime a cat is active, we know to sit out below here, right? I do. Automatic sit out below. But I also don't jump in and chase shorts for this very reason. I mean, I know we've gone up 100 points in NASDAQ just out of nowhere. I'm not jumping in and trying to take any of this, right? Just sit out and wait for this shit to play out. The best part about trading is you don't have to actually go in there and do anything. I'm so fucking good at this, and so are you. You are also fucking good at this. This is the best part about this. I love this. I love this guy. Slightly 80s Matt. Please write a whole album of this, dude. Austin, I love it, man. Austin's been writing some bangers lately. There are like 3 or 4 really like 3 or 4 of you guys haven't just written songs for the contest. You've written entire albums for the contest. It's incredible. Like Austin, T6, Rogue of the Lamb, Tech. You guys are writing like entire albums. It's crazy. Brian wrote like 5 songs. You have to watch a Breakfast Club now. I know, right? We're gonna have like a Brat Pack movie-thon today. All right, so when a catalyst is active, it'll be known by abnormal volatility. So let me pull the VIX up on the screen really quick. I'll show you guys what I mean. Oh, that's great. Okay, that's a good song. Wow. You stare at your screen.
Candlesticks flicker, but nothing feels sure. MACD's crossing RSI's.
Remember, in a bear market, and bear markets are selling off, your job isn't to go in there and start trying to short the market as it's falling. That's not the goal of a bear market. Remember, chasing shorts is for idiots, and we don't short below DD band either, right? We let it do its thing. The only short setups we have today are against monthly hedge pressure, and then I'll short off of that. That's it. That's literally it. So for QQQ, I've got that short set up there. For the S&P, I've got that short set up there as well. It's a gimme trade. If the market just somehow waltzes up to there, just spikes up to there, and does this, I'm backing on the short. This is easy trade today. Easy. Wait for it. I'm going to wait for it all day. I'm going to wait for it all day. I'm going to have a 20K day if it taps it. It's absolutely such an easy setup. Your first day when people are like, holy shit, the market's bearish. The opening flush gets people. Then people chase the short like a bunch of idiots, and the market squeezes them all out. And then it goes right up to here. Then everyone's convinced that the market's back to rallying, and we're smart enough not to know that, right? 2 steps ahead. As a trader, I'm like a chess player. I'm 2 steps ahead. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. We'll be 2 steps ahead of everybody. You guys got it? How long will we be bearish for? Get touch, you'll never know. You're bearish every single day until 2 things happen. Our greater market indicators, you're going to need one of those to be bullish, and then that particular setup is bullish. So for example, if DD ratio goes greater than half, then a bull zone bottom and bear zone topper supports again. The other thing is if monthly maps gets back above where the bull zone is on these index monthly maps. So if I go to QQQ monthly map, here, we'll know that we're bullish if we're trading back up in here again over the next 2 weeks. So see where I said that we're bearish for the next 2 weeks, and now I said we're bearish for the month? I don't just make up words when I talk, right? You see how we're bearish through September at this level? So when I say we have a bearish month, and Annie, when I was saying earlier, not a recession, I'm with you. We're not in a recession, but we're in for a bearish month. And we can all easily see that, right? Does everybody see on my chart? When I say it's bearish for a month, that's what that means. This goes all the way till September's expiration. Okay. So August is going to be a shit month, just like last August was, right? I don't just say we're bearish for maybe a month. We are literally bearish for a month. And then this exact level is actually bullish again in October. So we're kind of just bearish for a month. Do I teach all this in my course? Absolutely. The course is all about this. Yes, sir. So the fact that we're here, 1 month of bearishness is all I can expect at minimum. That's my visibility. 1 month. So August is going to be absolutely crappy, which basically means August is probably going to be like, you know, like something like that. And then we're back to rallying. So again, you guys, this is the healthy pullback and correction. It's not 10%, 20% correction here. I don't think we're going into actual recession territory. I think August is going to be like last August. Like the market's going to flush really hard and just kind of destroy people. Today, I'm wiring money into my options account to buy puts. Just FYI, I'm letting you guys know that. 1 month bear market. At today's high, at the end of the day, I'm going to buy puts for the next month. Okay? I'm going to try to make 100K on this options trade as well. Just like a quickie. Okay. By October. That's how I do it. Oh, I'm looking at QQQ. Oh, well, people get the idea here. Do the same thing in S&P. I'll do it in a second. All right, guys. Healthy pullback. That's it. And like we try to dictate and read what happens in the market, right, as best as we can. And this is what I try to train people here in our boot camp to do, is to be very smart at what you see. You're not actually going out there and just guessing and reading indicators. We're timing the market, right? The S&P is also looking good again by September's expiration. So it's literally just 1 month. Does everybody see this? Yesterday, when we fell into where I expected bear territory to be, that's when I called at the end of the day. I said, y'all stay with me on the stream all day yesterday. Hopefully you guys learned how that was. The whole time the market's falling, I had it drawn on my screen. I said, bear market starts here. And I drew these arrows down, and we were literally, Amazon was fighting it. Apple was fighting it, and we lost. And at the end of the day, I immediately tweeted, I said, rest in peace, bull market. It's 4/10/2025 until July 31st, 2025. And I said, bear market over, right? Bull market over. Just for now. This is how you identify the correction month out of all of it. And as you guys know, what's really good about what we do here at Rocket Scooter is you don't see me get tricked that easily. I've seen it all, and we happen to nail this. And the best thing that I think is pretty cool, I mean, this is our monthly map tool. And our monthly map tool set is extremely strong. And you guys can see on here the whole way up. You guys know I was never like, it's going to pull back. It's going to pull back. Every single day I'm longing at the open, longing at the open, longing at the open, longing at the open, long. And when this day it lost, I said, ooh, this is probably it. We lost monthly hedge pressure, we lost bull zone bottom, bear zone top. It just plowed through all of them. And then we fell into bear market territory on monthly maps. And I said, this is it. We're bearish tomorrow. And we open up with a open and market died candle. I am never, and again, you guys can write a song that says Matt's never more than 1 day late to a bear party. That's it. And then all of our stuff started falling apart at the same moment. This is not okay, it's probably going to rally back up tomorrow. It could. This is likely a press lower through August expiration. Okay. This is going to be a lot like that. Okay, so be very careful. This is not like, okay, generational wealth is to be made buying the dip here. I never think like this. I can't give you guys investment advice. VIX skyrocketed above triple B, where yesterday we saw the bear market coming. It preemptively told you that we'd be above the contango midpoint on VIX. And VVIX is now above 110. Isn't that great that yesterday at the close, you knew today was going to be all signs are bad. All 5 of our greater market bear signals are there. Or our 2 bull signals and our volatility signals are there. Everything is bad for greater market. But it doesn't mean you wake up and short the market as it's falling. Bear markets are so easy to trade if you have patience. A bear market, if you want to write down something on a sticky note to tell yourself for the rest of eternity, when trading a bear market, whatever you want, right, whatever I want, I will get. Just say that. Whatever I want, I will get. I'd like to short off of MHP today. Okay, I'm going to get it. How do I know? Every time, because the market is volatile. Volatility means the market's going to move all over the place. So whether you want to buy at this pivot or short at that pivot, whatever you want, you're going to get. Whatever you want, wait for it and get it. Whatever you do, don't chase anything in the direction it's going, because then you're going to lose all of your money very quickly because of the volatility. Whatever you want, you will get it. You want to short upper DD band? We all want to do that, right? So just tell yourself, whatever I want, I'm going to get it. So wait for it. I promise. Wait for it. Just wait. Market's falling. Market's falling. Some people probably like trying to jump in and shorting there. And I'm just like, all right, let me just get ready for this. This is the account I want to play on. I'd love to short off at MHP if we get there. But then now I look at it and monthly resilience is actually good. So I'm like, maybe it's not that great of a short. You see how that works, guys? Just in general, hopefully you see how this works. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. So it means anything in between, I'm going to sit out on and not go after it. And you're going to realize that in bear markets are actually easier to trade than bull markets. I know it sounds weird. Bear markets are hard to trade for most newbies, but once you get good at mastering a bear markets are the easiest to trade. Bull markets are hard because you wake up, the market's moved pre-market, you've gapped up, and the choice you have to make is, do I keep longing at the open? God, this feels uncomfortable. And then you long at the open, and then the market dives and dives and dives and dives, and then you take a loss and it falls to your other strong pivot. You got to trust it enough to get back in on the long, and somehow it plays out, and then you're green for the day. And bull markets are usually stressful at the start of the day, and you work them back by the end of the day. Am I preaching to the choir? This is most of you, right? And that is normal in a bull market. Bull markets are harder to trade because of that particular thing. You need to be able to take a loss and get back in, and take a loss and get back in, take a loss, get back in, and keep playing. A bear market, the difference is you just need to wait for a setup. You need to just wait. There is no longing at the open. There is no chasing at the open. There's no chasing the direction. There's just waiting. You're waiting for something. Whatever you want, just tell yourself, I'm going to get it. Just let me wait for it, and I promise you're going to have a good time. Bear markets are hard for people because they don't know how to wait. Peace be with you, my children. Just wait, right? Whatever you want, just wait for it. You're going to be happy if you did. Here's an example. I'd love to short off at MHP. Okay, let me wait for it. It looks like it's going to sell off from here. Maybe I should chase the short right now. I might miss out on the big market crash. No, you numbskull. Don't. Why? Why? No, I would like to take a short off of a strong pivot. Remember, and I also don't short below DD bands either. I wait. I actually long off of strong pivots. As a matter of fact, now that I look at the monthly hedge pressure resilience above zero, when it gets there, I'm not shorting it at all. I'm going to wait and see if it does break above. And hell, if we get back above here, I'd love to take that long with a small position, of course, because the ratio is less than half. But boy, I might even want to take a long there because the monthly resilience is greater than zero. So now maybe I don't want to short. What am I going to do? This is confusing. Okay, well, let's just sit out today and watch it and like wait for it, right? Would this climb be considered profit taking? I would think so. Yeah, this is a little bit of short covering profit taking. There's still people that strategy is they want to buy. I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, so patience, right? Bear market is the least sexy time for a streamer because you guys are going to watch me sit on my ass and talk a lot. And it's really boring because it's going to be like, does this guy really even trade? Oh, this guy, I make a ton of money in a bear market. I tend to make money faster in a bear market than I do in a bull market because the market moves very quick. It's very easy to make money in a bear market if you wait. It's very hard if you don't. In a bull market, it's very easy to make money in a bull market if you trust. You trust your pivots, you trust the bull market. You just keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking, you'll win. In a bull market, it's easy to lose money if you don't trust. You bet on a bear market earlier, you flip-flop, or you bet too big that you have no more money to take your subsequent pivots. Remember, 80% to 90% means every single time you go, and then ultimately over time it works. And then you get this one day at the end of it, like yesterday, where it doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, and then you get all the signals that the next day's bearish. Okay. Now we flip modes. Now I'm going to teach you bear market. This might be your first time in the stream learning bear market from me. Those of you who saw it from December until April. Bear market's easy. I'm the best bear market trader, period, on social media. I've never seen somebody handle it like I do. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Half of these guys out there are trying to make trades right now. My bear market win rate is fantastic. It was 75% this first year. I don't lose a lot of trades in a bear market. Bear market is so easy to trade if you just fucking wait. Wait for what you want. Wait. This is meaningless. This is meaningless. Meaningless, meaningless. Find a pivot, trade off of it, trade small off of it. You don't need anything big with 100-point candles in the NASDAQ and 30-point candles in the S&P. You don't need anything big. Micros. You'll be making thousands of dollars with micros. So in this environment, don't go blow up prop accounts either, you guys. The reason these influencers are out there trading big, because they know you guys are going to copy them and try it. And they're like, let me take 10 E-minis. Let's buy the dip here and let's make 50. Because if you blow up, you're going to buy $50,000 worth of prop accounts on your when you reset. These guys aren't trying to trade well to teach you to trade well. Okay. So remember when I said, oh, there's the red candles, let me short, I'm going to miss out on it. No, this is absolutely meaningless. And hopefully that you guys can see that. You get it, right? My patience is impressive. I've learned that bear market is the quickest way to lose everything. This is the problem. I learned patience the hard way. I can tell you how many times I've blown up in a bear market when I got started. Bull market is the easiest way to lose everything if you keep flip-flopping or trying to short it. You'll lose everything very slowly throughout the day, or repeated flip-flopping, you'll lose a lot. In a bear market, you lose everything by chasing a short. This is the thing. Never, and I want you guys to, you're right, second thing on your sticky note, like Matt's little tidbits, never, 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 never chase a short. Okay, never chase short. Never. It's falling. Let me jump in on this. Never. You short off of something when it taps it from the bottom. Never chase a short. If you jump in on a red candle, I'll just send you a check. You can send me your money and I'll find better use for it. If you just want to waste your money, never chase a short. In a bear market, always short a pop. Always. Every one of your shorts in a bear market is against a pivot from the bottom. Okay. So my ask with Funded Next is I talked to them last night at midnight. I had a meeting with them. They would like to, renew working with us. They're offering us 60 accounts to give away every single month, and they're offering a substantial, program for us and all kinds of stuff. And I told them it's contingent. I will not sign going forward until the turnover on past accounts is 24 hours. Until the KYC is smooth and quick, and as soon as that's done, I'll be ready to go forward. So I'm utilizing this. These guys want me to work with them very badly, and I said I won't go forward until that's fixed. So I'm literally telling you guys my hard no is contingent, or hard yes and hard no is contingent on the fact is when you pass your account one day, they move it to US hours where you get your contract that night and your account the next morning. So, I'm holding out. Yeah, exactly what I'm doing. So letting you guys know with Funded Next, I love these guys and I love them, but we're pressing them to quickly move forward with revamping their program to meet y'all standards. This literally, I swear to God, this is what I told him. I just retexted the same thing to him. And last night they promised that it would be done within a week. So, So, industry leader, that's correct. So, just so you know what this means, I'm turning down free money. Like substantial amounts of free money. Like I'm talking like somebody's yearly salary in a month free money until I get what I want for you guys. I'm saying no. The VPN thing solved. Now that's the thing that I asked if they could do. I don't know if I can press them on something that is. Let me explain something about the VPN. This is something that's not like, okay, the idea that it takes a day or extra for a KYC and to get the accounts go to live, that's not a security thing. That's not a risk thing for them. That's a get your administrative shit together thing. That's not a problem, or it's not a risk problem. VPN is their decision. It's like, I can't go to a firm and say, you get rid of your no DLL rule or else I won't work with you. I mean, I could, but that would look poor taste on my behalf, because every firm designs their risk model their own way. And a VPN is part of their risk model. They can choose or not choose to allow people to do that because it is extra risk to them. It's not extra risk to them to have a really slow administrative process, right? They need to fix that. It doesn't change their risk model, their income. So I could ask, because I did ask them, but that's one thing I can't like play hardball on, because I do understand that this is a risk thing for them. We'd like for them to be able to do that. And maybe like the next go around, I'll say, you know, can you do this? Because it's not like something that and also something that's like KYC is taking too long or whatever, and it takes 2 days to get your account once funded because you're actually on United UAE time, so that it has a 1 day turnover. That's something they need to fix to work in the US, because that affects 100% of the customers. The VPN thing doesn't affect everybody. And in their defense, they're going to say, well, how do I know if we ban somebody, they don't just use a VPN and come back? We banned a guy that was cheating us out of millions of dollars. And we already tracked him down and found him. And the VPN keeps us from dying as a firm. And I say, I understand that. And every firm has had this, but most firms these days trying to be extra competitive are removing this. So my tell to them was that most firms that are actually more progressive in the US are removing it. And I did tell them about it last night. Don't worry, I did ask them. But I'll understand if they say no. And it's going to be one of the things I can't really push back on, because the firm has to decide how they want to handle their risk in that situation or not. Does that make sense to you guys? Which prop offers the best static account? ETF, hands down. It's not even a second place. ETF static account is bee's knees good shit. All right, so let's see. We're getting close to monthly hedge pressure, and monthly hedge resilience is greater than 0. So I might not even short against it. But do you guys see how we never chase a short? Rule number 1 in a bear market, never chase a short. Rule number 2, whatever I want, I will get. Whatever I want. Whatever I want, I will get. So wait for it. So wait. That's it. If you write these things down, you will survive a bear market. Okay? Literally write these things down and you will survive a bear market. That's it. Matt's 2 rules of thumb for bear market. Actually, let's do 3, because never chase a short. It's actually always short a pop. Actually, instead, never chase a short, short pops only. That's it. Matt's 2 rules for bear market survival, and you guys will be fine. Bear market's the easiest market to make money in because it's quick. You're in and out, in and out, in and out. You're not waiting all day like Donald Trump tweeting something and you're waiting all day, and finally it moves against you. That sucks. Bull markets are longer trades. Bear markets are in and out. 10-minute trades, 5-minute trades. Make your 40 points, get out of the way quick, super quick. Bear markets are the easiest to trade once you've mastered them. Bear markets are the hardest to trade out the door because the volatility, you're not used to it. So bear market's the quickest way to blow up your money. But once you master the bear market and swimming in the shark tank, it's the easiest market to make money in. It's easier than a bull market. Bull markets are the easiest to trade in because you just keep longing like a fucking idiot. That's it. You can long and long and long and long and make money. It's the easiest to trade, but bear market is the hardest to not blow up in at the start. But once you get good at it, it's the easiest to make money in because you wait. Get the trade that you want, tap the thing that you want, get in and get out quick, and you're done. Watch. As an example, I don't normally short below DD band. That is one of our major rules. And now you see why, right? Could I short off of MHP from the bottom? Well, let's analyze this. I said today, I'd like to short off of MHP. Okay. So when we touch it, let's take a look at the conditions. Number one is I don't short off of things below DD band. But I think today, for the fun of it, I might do it. I don't normally do it, but let me do it with some micros. Well, monthly res is greater than 0. So maybe not, right? Maybe not. But just because I want to demonstrate the play, it's a very low probability trade. We have a rule that says don't short below DD bands, but I could, if I did, it's with some micros. It's very, very, very small risk, right? So let's analyze where QQQ is relative to that. QQQ's MHP is up here. And while I don't have the confluence to short, maybe I won't take the short. Now I talk myself out of it. So now I'm still not going to short the pop off of that either. Right? So now I've kind of talked myself into, I don't think I have any trades today. You know what I mean? Pretty cool how that works, right? Where am I looking to short next? The only possible option I have to short inside of here would be off of monthly hedge pressure. And I could actually get that. What I think is going to happen pretty soon is that the market's going to kind of do this. And it's going to get like some big ass green candles. And then maybe by the end of the day, it's back to selling. So inside of here, I'm going to wait. Right? Nothing. Anybody else out there chasing this momentum play, it's extremely dangerous to watch the market fall, 300 points in an hour, up and down an hour. Just wait, man. Don't trade through this garbage. Protect your shit. This is really what you want to do in this time. I'm such an expert at trading bear markets. Just learn. Like, stick around for a couple days and watch. Just watch and learn. This is not going to sell off from here. This is probably not going to rally from here. It's probably going to do chop all over the place. The VIX is still extremely elevated and extremely high. I think there's a lot of people that are bullish right now that are thinking we're going to end up right here and be back on that same path and continue to rally. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that this might happen at best. And then I think we're back down we're back to trading down. So while this is the equilibrium at which market is now balancing and pricing things in, this is the middle. Currently, this is considered the middle of the spanning range it can be. So because markets are volatile, why I say whatever you want, you're going to get, wait for it, because the volatility is there. The market will start getting wider and crazier. You got all kind of V to play with. So just wait. Just wait, baby. Just wait, baby. Every single set of red candles, people see the red and they're like, let me chase the short. It could continue to sell from here. It really could. The bull market is absolutely not back. Everything looks like shit. This is bear market. It's bear market for a month. Looks like we have NVIDIA in a liquidity pocket, which is nice. So look at this. With NVIDIA and LP, the market can move up very rapidly to finish up this move. So if you guys are bearish and you want to take a short, understand that, allow the extremities. Well, what if NVIDIA falls there? Yeah, what if it does, right? But what if it goes to there? It opened in bear zone and it's likely to close in bear zone. So the best option would be I get some higher highs to short from. Okay. So because of that, I get some higher highs to short from. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Does everybody see what I'm saying? Wait, let volatility play out. Don't just be like, oh man, maybe it's going to fall off here. Let me get on the short here. Just like this one. Let me try to chase it. What happens if it falls and you miss out? Who cares? Who cares? Not investment advice. You want to buy the dip? Buy the dip. You want to short the high? Short the high. But volatility, don't think you're going to miss out. Tell yourself it's going to go further than I thought. And that's another rule of thumb. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll get on the short. No, it's going to go a lot further than I thought. It's going to look stupid and then turn around. It's volatility. It's unusual. It's the market's not going to just like gracefully trend lower and just hand it to you. It might, but don't think like that. You might get lucky if you just jumped in and it sells off. Okay. What I tell myself is whatever I want to see, it's going to happen. Watch this. This might make another wave down and then trick a bunch of people and then do this. Remember, whatever little short squeeze you get to turn around and slowly sell the market off again, it's going to be like a really quick possible move. And I always wait for those like little green candles that go. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong from the right place. That's it. Be wrong from the right place, and that's all that matters. And speaking of that, I gotta hear that song again, man. That song was so good. Dude, it's such a banger. All right, we got tons of giveaways to do today. Let's like waken up everybody and give you guys a better feeling mood today. You're waiting on the KYC to be approved. An account now passed the profit target yesterday. Compared to this firm, it's taking a while. Mark, right? I told him I'm not going to re-sign my contract until they fix it. Let me go what you guys were saying, by the way. And again, they're a global firm that just moved to doing operations in the States. So I told them when I came on board is that I'll only work with them if they make me an advisor to them, so I can help them get accustomed to U.S. prop firm standards. And they're like, perfect, we want you to coach us. And so they're learning as they go with some of these things, and we're gonna make sure they fix it, I promise. So my approach to the market is very top notch, as somebody said. Thank you. What's the latest on tariff news? That I'm not sure of. I haven't been paying attention lately. You like the way I talk? You knew the trading and only did a demo account 6 days ago. And you got up 16 up and down for this dip, and now you're 15 down. Should have taken the stop loss. LOL. Trust me, you're now learning in the hardest time to learn in. Bear markets, once you master them, are the easiest to trade if you can wait for the setups. The setups are pretty clean. The market's going to span a big range. You're going to get it. But what makes it hard is that bear markets are very tempting. They move very fast, and it's very easy to want to jump in on something like you're going to miss out. Wait for the extremes and play the extremes. Bull markets are hard because they're slow moving and you doubt that they're going to keep going, and somehow they just keep going, and you keep wanting to short it. And that's how you lose bull markets, right? So in this environment, just know that we've got a huge range. Let it play out, right? And just wait. How do you request the performance rewards from Fund Next? You're going to go to, there's a payout tab, I think. It's the third tab from the top, and you can request a payout. I'm gonna make Fund Next a prop firm that matches my standards. That's what I want to do. I'd love to see them be one of the better ones out there with their approvals. Hold on one second. I love that song. So I'm going to tell them to do instant approvals on payouts if I can get them to do stuff like that. Matt the Goat, well, thank you, thank you. Industry leader, thank you. Yes, thank you. This is what I want to do with the power you guys are giving us as a community. Like, what's really crazy, I'm sorry I'm missing some of your questions. Let me go answer some of your questions. I have a code for ETF. Yeah, it's Rocket Scooter. Go pack, my bad. All right, you guys ready? We'll do a giveaway in a little bit. Just kind of, we're waiting for this. Epic Pen drawing tool. I'm using Epic Pen, dude, but I'm starting to hate it because it's really buggy. Is ETF, is it static? Also, sim funded? Right. Yes, it is. It is. It is. And maybe I'm wrong, but it's always from the right place. All right, one more. Gotta hear the 80s song. Leaving Top Step, would I recommend moving to Funded Next or My Funded Futures? Those are both the alternatives to Top Step. My Funded Futures Pro is fantastic. You're gonna love it. No DLL, no consistency on funded. 50% consistency on eval, just like Top Step. An 80K payout cap and a lump sum, which is kind of nice, or 80% 100K. Funded Next is uncapped payouts. And a 40% consistency with a daily loss limit on their big lump sum accounts, but their scaled plan, quote unquote, their scaled payout tier, which is similar to Top Step, is so much better because you can get payouts every 3 days instead of 5. So similar to Top Step with like the infrequent scaled payouts. Remember, bear markets are tricky. Don't get chopped up. See this 60-point candles up and down? Don't get chopped up in this. This is stupid. This is stupidity trading. Get a pivot to play off of. You'll get a pivot. You'll get something. Trust me. Whatever you want, you'll get it. On My Funded Futures, if you pass 3K profit, do you need to become a 3K to take a payout? No. Once you get your profit target, you can request a payout as long as you meet the minimum number of days. What's going on with Funded Next or Discord? So people complain they have waited up for 3 days. This is totally fine. It's totally fine. We're getting them. They're fixing that. They're updating their infrastructure to be able to get you guys your accounts the very next day. Listen, they entered the market and became one of the biggest firms in the United States overnight. They literally got swamped with people, and then they gave these easy accounts to pass. So we basically overwhelmed. It's just like if the hottest restaurant in town opens up and you're like, I had to wait 3 hours for a table. Well, that's why you gotta wait 3 hours, because it's so freaking good, right? So how are they held accountable by US regulators if they're UAE? Oh, prop firms. There's no regulation in prop firms. It's completely unregulated. You're not trading physical products. I don't know who would be shutting you down in the sim funded world. It's a loophole that falls beneath everyone's jurisdiction. I guess the NFA could try, the SEC could try, but they could accuse you of being a bucket shop by betting on the market where you're not really betting on the market. But you're working as a prop firm consultant, which is legally allowed. So, and you're getting paid a 1099 wage to do so. I don't know whose laws they would be breaking anyways. I don't think US prop firms are regulated. I mean, the futures industry could be, who could attempt to regulate it, but they need to change the law. It falls through the cracks. This is why it's allowed. You're getting paid to paper trade. I mean, this by any definition should be illegal, but it's been around for 10 years. And so the only thing that could happen is that the futures industry could close the loophole and just specifically state rules that disallow for you to be And the way that the prop firms get around it is like with 80-10 splits and 80-20 splits. Now, there's some things, right? The fact that there's a quote unquote profit split, you guys know the profit split is part of the loophole as well. They can claim that you are working with them in an actual prop firm scenario because they're taking a split of your money, even though it's a payout reduction. You're not really splitting anything. The fact that it's a payout reduction allows them to say, well, we're splitting profits with our traders, and that's allowed in a prop firm. That's how they can mask themselves as a prop firm. Now, all these ones that are like 90-10, like Top Step, I don't think their lawyers understand that. I think the rule is 80-20. I got this from some other friends that are prop firm owners that told us the same thing, why they try to do 80-20 splits and things like that, because that's what is safely considered to be what's standard for a prop firm. Anyways, yeah, so the profit split, why is my funded futures not giving you 80K? Instead, they're giving you 80% of 100K, and all these little Top Step kids like, oh, it's 90% is better than 10. They're all idiots that don't understand the industry. I'm a fucking prop firm consultant, okay? I work in the industry. I have lawyers that work in the industry. The whole idea of the split is to split the profit with you so that it is a prop firm. If they're saying, guys, we're giving you an 80K payout. I mean, 80% of 100K payout. It's not a marketing thing. It's a regulatory thing. You guys just got to understand. And you can ask every lawyer, and they're all going to have different answers to this, but there's a reason why there's a profit split. It's for the safety of the firm. It's a regulatory thing. Top Step fanboys are just a bunch of idiots, dude. They don't know anything. Like, the guys out there that are defending this don't know anything about the industry. Like, I'm, part of my job now is acting as a prop firm consultant. So we have a whole team of people that work in helping prop firms connect with the customer, helping them change their rules, having them to get regulation, things like that. They have their own legal teams that do this, but from a customer perspective, we're also assisting in this capacity as well. So we're on the inside with all these talks. Like, we know what they can and can't do, how the risk model works, and what's legal, what's not. It's cute when the Top Step fanboys try to argue with me, and I'm like, 90% is better than 80%. Listen, 90% of 5K is not better than 80% of 100K. Like, but the whole point is that, in the US, now again, the way that you can give 100% no profit split is if you're out of the US. Who's going to regulate you? This is why Funded Next can do that. Then what about Funded Next that doesn't do profit split? Funded Next is not a US company. You guys, are you smelling what I'm stepping in? Just gotta understand. The Top Step femboy is hilarious. What's the catalyst line on NASDAQ? Oh, let me give it to you really quick. It is 872. Yeah. So on Funded X, 10% bonus reward. How do you request? It's after you have made a certain amount of profit. It's your original profit target on your eval account, your challenge account. Once you make that much in payouts, then you get the performance reward. I think it's automatic, actually. It's automatically offered to you. We already looked at alpha futures, I think, here. And I think we already looked at them. And if it's the one I think that it is, we already shrugged them off as being not better than other people. I think we ranked it as a B tier firm. Not bad, but not great. Let's take a look at their they have like 3 plans, right? Advanced, standard, 0. Let's see what the difference are. 0 is cheap. Hold on. 99, 79, 130. Why are they all out of order here? Okay. All right. Let's just read from the middle one. All right. The cheapest 50K, 79. It's a profit target, maximum drawdown, no daily loss limit, 50% consistency on eval. This is a Top Step clone, straight up. And then this one right here, it's not bad. This is why 70, 90% profit split. And each payout, the profit split is just kind of blah. Yeah, they're just influencers getting paid. A lot of these firms, they're getting influencers getting paid to promote. So just be careful. Scaling plan to 5 contract. Fund and X beats these guys out the door because there's no scaling plan. You get the max out the door and you don't take any profit split for the same amount of work. That's why I remember I compared the two of them together. Max allocation, you can only have 3 accounts of the 50K. With Fund and X, you can have like 28 accounts, right? So we compared them side by side, and my funded futures as well. This is actually pretty decent, comparable to like my funded futures scale plan, I think. And then the 0 plan was a little bit better. And I don't know about the payout, but let me look at this really quick. Like it's not a bad firm, but it is a little complex. The daily loss limit exists on the standard plan. So you have daily loss limit and consistency. It makes this very comparable to Tradeify's growth plan, which I've always ranked as like a B tier product. My funded futures is scale infinitely better than this. And I don't know what this advanced plan, but let's see what it is. 2% of account balance daily loss limit. Again, I don't like daily loss limit. It's my least favorite role. So I wouldn't trade anything that has daily loss limits that are really tight. This is like a 150K has a 3,000 daily loss limit. It's okay. Again, it's very similar to Tradeify. And I'm not the biggest fan of daily loss limits in general. And only being able to have 3 accounts. So it's kind of like, if I were to do daily loss limit, like the ones I did with Fund and Next, the legacy plan did have daily loss limit. I wasn't a big fan of it when they had no DLLs when I bought the accounts. So it's not a bad firm. I don't know anything about it, but the offerings, there's nothing that stands out. The kind of the way that I operate now is when I see these prop firms and what they offer, they're all very similar and they all overlap a whole lot. And what I look for when I add a prop firm to the list of like ones I work with is what is one that stands out for a reason, right? So an example is ETF has a static account with a big fat drawdown compared to anyone else that has a static. It's really thin for the same price. So there's a reason to have that one. Tradeify has a straight to funded program that gives very fat payouts every 7 days, or medium fat payouts, $3,000 every 7 days. Not a bad deal, right? Top Step was, considered good because they gave you $5,000 every 5 days. Once you got to the payout side, right? These are what people like. And consistent, frequent, medium high payouts are good. That's why I did Tradeify. Take Profit, daily payouts. You can get a payout every day with Take Profit. That's why I do those guys. Fund and Next, uncapped payouts. That's why I do those guys. My funded futures, the best all-around prop firm account, period. That's why I do those guys. It's got no consistency and no DLL when funded. That's fantastic. Those are the primo rules right there. That's why I do those guys. Then when I see these other ones pop up like Alpha Futures and all these other ones, they're good, but there's nothing that they do that makes them like, oh my God, I got to try them. So hopefully you guys understand that. It's like, they're not bad. They're solid. But the question you really have is, are you going to get paid or not? And I've never used them. I don't even know. So when you guys are looking at prop firms, try to look at like what they offer that makes them stand out. I think I've kind of gathered inside of like my rotation, all the firms that stand out for a reason. Each one of them has a reason to stand out. And I think every recommendation that I have is a pretty good one for the most part. And I'm about to take Apex off the list, by the way. Those of you that are looking at Apex up there. I'm right now shopping around to replace Apex with somebody. I haven't found like anyone else right here. Somebody says this sounds like a Ponzi. Well, I don't have any stake in any of these prop firms, so you guys use them. I just help you figure out which ones are better. I could go get an affiliate code with any one of them, but I kind of want to make sure the ones I work with have a reason to be. I would feel weird just trying to pitch you guys a product if I didn't believe in it and think it was good myself. Y'all are too smart. Y'all see right through it. Have you looked at Tick? No, I haven't looked at them. Lucid, I haven't looked at them. Again, you guys are hearing about them because they're going to these like middle tier and smaller tier affiliates on Twitter and stuff, and saying, hey, we'll give you $5,000 a month if you tweet 3 or 4 times about us. And so you guys are hearing them through paid promoters. And not necessarily are they being neutral about it. They are promoting it, but you have to go in there and look in the fine lines. If I see one that has an offering that's like, whoa, this is kind of cool. The only reason I even jumped on the Fund and Next train was like, oh, they're an overseas company and they can do 100% payout split. That's kind of a nice little loophole. Yeah, that's an actual good idea, because what if you want to do a prop firm, and instead of making small tier payouts every once in a while, you're going to pay a little bit more for the big grand slam payout. Okay, so there's a good option. There's a reason for them to be on the list, because that's a type of trader. Some of you guys may be like, I don't need $3,000 payouts. I'm going to go for the $1 million payout. Well, then that's that option, right? Some of you guys are like, I want to practice being a career trader. I want to have a little bit more limitation. I want to make sure I just trade consistently and get consistent payouts. Okay, Tradeify straight to funded. Perfect for that, right? And if you're like, you know, I kind of want to trade with fewer rules, but also get a bigger payout, bam, My Funded Futures Pro. That's it, right? So then each one of them has a reason to be for your flavors. So I got a different flavor ice cream for all you guys to like work with. What is ETF called? Elite Trader Funding. And Elite Trader Funding, and just letting you guys know, they don't even pay me, and I talk about them a lot. So that's even a pure, I recommend them because I like them. I like their account. The static account is the easiest account to trade of any account. Their payout rules are a little different than other people, but at least when you're trying to pass an account, statics are easiest to pass because there's no trailing drawdown that goes with them. So Blue Sky, and then nothing about it. I think they allow auto traders. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like that would be a reason to have them. Like they have a gimmick that no other firm has. Like how do they stand out? And there's a million prop firms and they all kind of clone each other. And unless they see something spectacular, I don't ever go and recommend them. And unless they've made a payout from them personally, I don't recommend them unless you guys have promised me you get payouts from them and enough of you say it. Take Profit's the only one on the screen that I haven't traded with, but you guys in droves of hundreds and thousands vouch for them. And that's the only exception to my rule of I've never traded with them, but I promote them. And I don't even promote them that much. I just have them a code with them, but you guys say that they're great. The only reason I've never traded with them is I just don't have any room and capacity to trade any more firms. I'm trading too many already. But you guys always talk about how great they are. Check out Perdia. I've heard Perdia is great. Again, they have to have something that stands out for me to be like, this is the reason to have it. I'm only working with the best of the best, I feel like. And even good firms, there's a million good firms out there for a million bad firms out there. I don't want to have 50 affiliate codes. I think that's not useful to you guys. If somebody comes to me and says, I'm this kind of trader, man, I'm struggling. I can't seem to pass an Apex account. I'm like, well, why? Well, the trailing drawdown gets me. Well, have you tried the static with the ETF? Or, you know, somebody's like, man, I just, you know, after tax, I'm not making any money trading Top Step. I'm making like $2,000 or $3,000 once a month. I'm not really making that much money. I really wish I can get a bigger payout. Oh, well, have you tried Funded Next? They allow bigger payouts. Right. So the idea is I need a reason to say something like, man, I hate chocolate. Well, bro, we got strawberry. Check it out. I can't have like 50 different flavors of strawberry. It wouldn't make sense for you guys because it's always so complicated already. Kind of, you need like simple, this is why you use this firm. This is why you use that firm. And in my Discord, I write out like, this is why each one of these firms are good. Like by my definition of it. But yeah. I never talk about FTMO or E8 or Fivers. I don't know any of these people have futures firms in the United States, so I don't know. I hear FTMO is coming to town in futures, but E8 or Fivers, they're not doing futures in the US. I wouldn't know. So. All this Forex CFD stuff is illegal in the United States, so that's why we don't talk about it. You can't trade them in the United States, Moby. So it's kind of pointless to talk about it. I'm a U.S. trader, so until they make a futures program, then we don't even cover it because it doesn't make any sense to. We don't deal with Forex. It's not a Forex stream or CFD stream. Their products are illegal in the United States, so I can't even talk about them if I wanted to. CFDs can't be traded. I hear FTMO through the grapevine is making a futures focus. So if that's your cup of tea, wait for that to happen. Is it correct to say VIX will stay elevated above triple B during a bear pullback? Right. And once you drop below triple B, I'd start to turn a corner of monthly maps. And when they line up with it, yeah, these are the signs that the bull market will come back. Yeah. You probably don't have the limited edition Top Step hockey jersey that says trader and the last name is #1 is the number. Wasn't Top Step offering like letter jackets for some point? Like every time you get a payout, we'll send you a patch for your jacket. You can wear your Top Step achievements proudly. I remember Michael Paddock was retweeting somebody who had on their resume, he was like, Top Step even making their rounds out there on resumes. And I can't believe he'd retweeted it because that was the cringiest thing ever. There was some kid that had like 8 months of work experience doing something. I don't know what it was. And then 1 year of experience as a Top Step funded trader on his literal resume. You guys remember this? It was literally his resume. I'm a funded trader with Top Step from April 2023 to April 2024. And then it said, receive multiple payouts from Top Step. It said, I'm an expert in S&P and NASDAQ futures, market analysis topic. Like apparently getting a payout at Top Step is not something that goes on a Gen Alpha's resume. I don't fucking know what this world. Simon Dean, I know I found your resume, dude. I hate to put you on blast like that, but man, that's crazy. Yeah, like, but the fact that you were like an expert in S&P and NASDAQ analysis, I think was the corniest part of that. I was like, an employer is going to see that and go, oh, you were a trader for a firm. That's kind of cool. How was that? Oh man, it was great, bro. I got some payouts. I got like $9,000 worth of payouts that year, man. I'm a certified. Here's my certificate. I got it framed on my wall. Like, and it's just like, why would you retweet? Why would you retweet that? It's because you're catering to those kind of people. They're absolute amateurs. Would only find that to be cool. A real trader would just be like, please don't put that in your resume. You're making all of us look bad. Please don't say that. You're not a trader at JP Morgan. Like, you're not working for Goldman, dude. You're not a trader at Tops. You're not a trader anywhere. Oh my God. Please don't bring unusual attention to the industry like that. He probably wears a letter jacket to his job interview. Yeah, you want to see? Look, that's the payoff from April. That's the one from September. Got a patch each time. I was like, oh no. I was like, MP, don't. Why are you saying that? Everyone memed him so hard when he did that. Like, this is your job. Your job requirements. Technically, you're working at a prop firm, but I think that to an employer who probably doesn't know anything about trading and probably like, oh, dude, you're a trader. That's pretty cool. That's like when I go out to meet people like at a wedding or an event, when you go, feel like, what do you do when you say you're a trader? They're always like, oh, me too, bro. Like, check it out. I got a Robinhood account. I'm a trader too. And then you're like, no, you're not. You trade, but like, you're not a trader. Like, just because you did it once or did it twice and you bought some Bitcoin, everyone does it, right? I've dug out an ingrown hair with a needle from my neck. It doesn't make me a surgeon. You know what I mean? Oh, bro, I've done surgery too. Yeah. So, anyways, corny stuff. I was kind of hoping we would get closer to some really strong pivots before the market started doing anything else. Again, not really tradable from here. I'm just kind of chilling and waiting. I'm a day trader. I have a checking account. I work at Wells Fargo. Oh yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'm in business banking. Oh really? So what do you do? Well, no, I mean I have a business banking account. Technically, I put my money in a business account, so I'm a banker, man. Anyways, giveaway time. You guys ready? Hold on, we'll do it. Giveaway time. All right, we're gonna do our normal good stuff. I want to introduce you guys to my funded futures. And when I looked at some of these firms, you guys said like, is Alpha any good? I don't know if they're any good. I just look at the offerings as they are on the screen, and I don't really see anything that makes it stand out. So that's why I tell you guys, in general, I want to see some kind of offering that makes me go, oh, that's good. Like, is this cheaper than the other guys? Does this have fewer rules than the other guys? How do they stand out? And with a bazillion firms, most of them just overlap, and it's really hard to see them stand out. Yo, what's up?
The guys are
Excellent.
made a pretty loud speed.
Is it good?
Looks like it, yeah. And he's like, can you tell Matt he's right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, we definitely found the crit that match.
Yeah, that's good. Can you take a picture of it and oh, you don't never and text it to me.
Okay.
You don't have to take a picture and like run it back up the stairs. Just text it to me.
Mean.
Yeah.
But we have the paint for the wall. They need to repaint the white wall because they made it a little brown.
You know where it is?
It's in that thing. It's a huge bucket, right?
Yeah.
Can you bring it down for them later?
Yeah, whenever they need it, I'll go get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is everyone cursing in your chat?
Because they're mad at me. Because there's a bear market.
FFU.
Do you have any do we have any breakfast?
I can make you some.
Can we like DoorDash some like Starbucks or something?
I look like I'm made of money.
Yes. Clean out your pockets. Are we broke already? Dang. What
I
is
have
that?
a whole car to give you instead.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I can make you eggs and toast, but if you want something else.
No, that'd be good. If you
Egg
don't.
toast and eggless?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
That wasn't just for them.
Oh, good luck, guys. Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired today. Oh, I drank a lot last night. I did. I drank a lot.
Tell them about the fashion show.
Oh yeah, I went to this. I forgot to tell you guys. I went to this cool little fashion show last night. I made a corny Twitter when we walked up to this. It's this giant like huge mansion in Houston Memorial area, and it's used for events. This guy rents it out for events. It looks like a castle. It's massive on the inside and outside, and there was all kind of sponsors and artists, and it was a bikini fashion show for Fashion Week by this really prominent designer in Houston. And so we got invited to that thing. We show up, and there's like I don't know, 10 performance sports cars out front. There was like Lambos and McLarens and all kind of stuff. And it whatever car company it was, I forgot what it was called. There's a name of, anyways, it's a car club in Houston. And I told iDoc, I was like, take a picture of me in front of all these Lambos. I'll just make it funny tweet to say like, me and all my Lambos buy my mansion, buy my Discord sort of thing. And everybody was looking at it, but then they saw off to the right, there was a girl completely half naked in a bikini walking by. And everybody was like, what's going on that red carpet over there? I forgot to put the context. It was a bikini fashion show. Sorry, a bikini and lingerie fashion show. I'll post some videos and pictures of it. It was really nice. We had front row seats. We were right up there, right where all the cameras were on the kind of little runway that they put out there. We were front and center. So we had like that really nice view, and I got some pretty good videos. But there's like girls with like these angel wings walking around in bikinis and stuff. It was really neat. And they had like a bunch of liquor sponsors and food sponsors that were there. So we had like free drinks and free food, and it was a really nice experience and fun. And like dozens of our friends were there. We ran everybody we knew. All of our we have friends that are like fashion friends and stuff, and business owners and restaurant owners and club owners. They're all there. All the people we know that do these kind of things were there. So it's an event that everyone goes to every year. It was fun. It was chill. But I did have a lot to drink because they had this company that made this like infused vodka there, and I kept getting some drinks. And I think that is why I'm tired, because I did have like a bunch of those. That's kind of nice. Keys ball. Do I still have your keys? Wait, what? What about my keys? Lingerie. Anybody wear a pineapple shirt? LOL. No, no pineapple shirts. Just type in MFU in the comments below. I like to have eggs on toast. That'd be kind of nice. Did I buy the Lambo scooter you posted? No. Can you send me a link for it? Because I looked for the, if there's a Lambo scooter, I'm going to buy it today. Can you actually find a link to buy the Lamborghini scooter? Because everything I read said that they used to have one and they don't have it anymore. If you guys can find me a Lamborghini scooter, I will literally buy it today. I don't care how much it costs. And that way I can tell people I have a Lambo. Perfect. Eric, oh, you're from Houston? Awesome, man. I've seen the Bugatti scooter at Costco. I've seen that one. Type in My Fun and Futures to participate in the giveaway. That's it. Just type MFFU in chat. And after this, we have a bigger giveaway coming out today. We do every single Friday, we do Elite Trader Funding funded accounts. So we're going to do like the smaller accounts first that we do every day. This is for 5 of their core plans. And the core plans are actually pretty cool. The core plan is a very inexpensive. It costs $77 for the plan. And there's no daily loss limit or consistency once funded. And you can go for very small $1,000 payouts every 5 days. But it's only $77 with no activation fees. So it's like a dirt cheap account. It gives you dirt cheap account and small payouts to go with it. So it's a very good entry level plan for people that are trying to get into the prop space. Core is actually really, really good. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, you're just kind of getting started with it. Tito Taylor today. Gotta hear the 80s song one more time. Lifetime giveaway will be now. Oh, and lifetime giveaway today as well. So we're doing lifetime giveaway. Let me let everybody know about it. If you've spent $1,000, yeah, that'll be today as well. Hold on. Sorry. If you spent $1,000 for prop firms using our code, and we will check. So if you lie about this, you're banned from all giveaways forever. Just FYI, we'll have to ban you. So pay very close attention. So that is for July. Get in stream. All right, so the lifetime giveaway, we'll do that right after this. We need to do that while people are here. I forgot to say that. Thanks for reminding me, bro. I am Wait, where's the 80s song? Hold on. We can add these to the Rocket Scooter music. Dude, maybe I'm wrong. It's like such a fire song, dude. All right. Okay. All right, Tito Tater, number 1. Number 2. How do you spend $1,000 with a prop firm? Oh, so Brittany, like when you buy a prop account, you pay a fee every month to trade, and if you pass the test, you can get paid. Basically, how it works. And so they cost like X amount of dollars, a couple $100 here and there. And so anybody that uses our code with our partners, this is a giveaway for people that have bought at least $1,000 worth of prop accounts. So if one firm costs $100 per account and you bought 10 of them, or one costs $500 and you bought 2 of them. Ethan, winner number 2. Ethan actually won Chip Power. Nice, Ethan. I promise you, this song is gonna win something, dude. All the songs I've been playing are so good that you guys have written. Y'all all are gonna win, I promise. We're gonna have a big contest, music writing songs, but it's gonna be hard to pick a winner. I feel like we're gonna have like 10 winners this time, dude. Wait, on ETF you would type rocket scooter, the discount will be applied, but thank you 65 weird. It's Carlo, yeah, it's just a weird glitch on their site. We still get the credit though, I appreciate that. You get 15 entries, Stefan? Yeah, you do. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you guys can enter one time, and I'll tell you guys how to do this. Henry S, number 3. So again, the core account is pretty cool because it's like if you guys want to test the waters with the prop firm, it's one of the cheapest ones out there. And the payouts are limited, but the account is cheap, and there's no activation fee, which is kind of nice. So for people that are just getting started or don't have a lot of money to spend, My Fund Futures created like an economy product. You can play small and get small payouts and kind of get your feet wet in the prop space. Really nice. Why are CFDs illegal in America? Because they're not regulated products in America. That's just an American thing. Oh, all right. Winner didn't say anything. Please Don't Die Today is the one that sticks in your head, because you like music like that, like I do. We have like the same taste in music. Ow! I just hit my funny bone on my knee. El King de los Números. Hey, we were chatting yesterday. I remember that name. The song in the Slightly Fatter Matt song, Win Period. Yeah. Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader is everyone here's most. Everyone here's most. Used prop firm. Of all the prop firms we work with, Take Profit is number 1. Well, actually, no, it was number 1. Now Fund Index is number 1. But Take Profit for the longest time was our top used code. So people here love it. I personally have never traded with them though. But Sue Digger. Yeah, because of the daily payment. Yeah, TPT people really like a lot. You're buying Lulu for under 200. Are you pissing money away? I don't know. I've really paid much attention to Lululemon lately. Type something in chat, buddy. Winners. We got a lot to get through today. We're gonna be doing giveaways all the next hour. All right, let's go. We got what's the 4 of you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Woo! I looked in the fridge for juice, and I don't think we had any. I drank it all. Yeah. I'm a good boy.
You are.
I'm just kidding.
You're so weird.
I did it. I did it. Thanks, babe. What time do you think you'll be done today with these guys? Okay, cool.
Oh wait, I might be wrong.
They have to do the lights, and they have to do the side panels on the windows, and ask them, are they going to paint the stripping on the between the 2 window panes?
Okay. Yes, I don't think it's actually. It's a lot to do.
Yeah, if they can paint it black, it would be nice.
Okay.
And I don't know if we do have the black paint, but they should, because the same color of the cabinets, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Y'all are the 5 winners of... Have you heard the new songs?
I'm listening to it. It sounds like worship.
Wait, listen to the lyrics. Hold on. It's like not even trading. It's like almost applicable. Ready? Doesn't it sound just like a life applicable lyrics? You're saying like this is very relatable in life in general.
Sounds like Lifehouse, Nickelback, vibes, worship and prayer, walk vibes. Wait, that's not.
No.
Not WAP.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No. No, the scream. Wow. Because sounds like a band called Red, which is like one of my favorite bands. Have you heard the 80s song yet? Wait, really? Hold on, wait. We'll play it one more time. Listen to this. I think this is everybody's new favorite song. You like the picture?
Oh, you look like that girl in Stranger Things.
LOL. Okay. I do. What's her name? I know you're talking about.
11.
Yeah. I thought you meant the other girl, Nancy. Hold on. Listen to the song, yo. It's good. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta. All right, the 5 of you that won, go to Discord, and these are from my Fun and Future Score accounts. Look up Slacks in our Discord. Go to the contest channel. Look him up. Hold on, wait.
You have so many. You have a full playlist.
Dude, I've got a full DJ set, dude. Like literally.
Our next party at home is gonna play rock music. Nobody could ever pick any of it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna do another giveaway in a second for Lifetime. Let me tell you how this works. Okay, listen, guys. This is serious time. Serious time. If you enter this contest, I want everybody to listen. I'm going to tell you. If you type and enter this contest and you win and you do not qualify, you will be banned from this channel. You'll be banned from my Discord. You'll be kicked from Rocket Scooter. Your platform subscription will be canceled. Even if you're Lifetime, I will throw you out of the program. I will fuck you up. Hey, Barbie, what's up? All right. Listen to me carefully. You will be defaulted like a credit loan. Victor will come to your house and throw snowballs at your window. Even if it's not snowing, he will bring them all the way from Europe. If you enter the Lifetime contest, because we will check that you qualify to enter, and you didn't qualify by these exact rules, you will be removed from everything forever and never win again. So pay very close attention. Here are the rules. I will write them on stream because every month you guys get it wrong. And every month we got to ban somebody because they don't pay attention. Number one, you've spent $1,000 using code Rocket or Rocket Scooter in July. Rule number two. There are no rule number two. It's the only rule. It's the only fucking rule. How do people still get it wrong? I don't even know. It's literally the only rule. It's so easy because you don't pay attention, so I got to make a big deal about it. We're about to give away free Lifetime Rocket Scooter, but only for people that qualify the entry. Only for people that qualify the entry. And so I'm excited about free Lifetime. It's one of my favorite giveaways. It's to reward people that may have had a bad month. Imagine that you use prop firms and you blew up and use it and blow up, use it, blow up. You're like, man, I'm just doing really bad. I need help, right? I've spent a lot at prop firms. And we say, well, if you qualify, you've spent $1,000 total. Total bill means you paid that much money using our code with our partners, and we will check. So you're not gonna be able to get by saying you did and didn't. We will check from July 1st to July 31st. That's all that matters. And then we can say, we'll help you out. You can get free Lifetime platform and Lifetime education, Lifetime everything. So people that are kind of like in a rut, if you spent a lot, you've probably lost a lot. And maybe you're the one that's in need of some education. So maybe because you're in a rut, we want to help you. And that's what this is for, to help people that may be in a rut. We thought of this idea would be kind of cool. And now we will do Lifetime Rocket Scooter. As we're getting bigger, we might start doing this 2 times a month or twice a month. So only in July. That's the only rule, yet somebody still gets it wrong. So If you have spent $1,000 in July and you are certain, type in free life and only free life if that. That's literally it. If you spend $1,000, just type in free life and July only, and then you can win. When Andrew and I go check with our partners and you won and you robbed other people of winning, we remove you from Rocket Scooter, period. We only want team players here. So if you can't follow rules here, I'm doing you a favor by kicking you out because you're never going to make it in trading. If you can't follow one freaking rule, you're not going to make it in trading. All right, guys, y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? All right. I am always so thrilled to give away free lifetime on the last day of the month. This is the first day of the new month, but the same thing. If you spend $1,000 in July only, that's literally it. That's literally it. And I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to enter. I love it. I have to be very serious because people don't listen unless I get serious. They just get lazy and they get all slacking on it. So we don't want you guys to get slacky on it. Last time we had to do the giveaway 3 times because the first 2 people were like, well, I didn't know the rules. And I'm like, well, let me go ahead and just be like really mean about it this time. It's now lifetime giveaway time. Yeah. People just sit in chat, don't follow the rules. But what's going to happen is if you enter and Andrew finds out that you don't qualify, we immediately come to YouTube and we block your account. So you can't ever enter a future contest ever again, which last time, unfortunately, people were like, oh man, that's so mean of you guys. I'm like, look, I did you a favor. Trading's about following rules. And if you can't follow one rule, it's literally one rule. It's not even complicated. You'll know. And don't be like, you know, like if you make a mistake and like, oh crap, I misadded, I only spent $9.80. We're not going to be assholes about it. But if you're like, oh, I didn't know that was the rule. I didn't really spend anything. I just wanted the free stuff. You'll never be able to win again. And we give away hundreds of stuff on the stream every week, right? Or every month. So this is for free everything. Free lifetime, lifetime membership, lifetime boot camp, lifetime software, lifetime updates, lifetime. You get to join the biggest, best trading community on the planet for free. Okay. Are y'all ready? 1 more minute for you guys to enter into the contest. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Only if you have spent $1,000 with any of our prop partners up here on the screen. Can you enter this contest? And a boot camp lasso slung across his back. It's a giveaway bonanza. Spinning the wheel in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Howdy, ma'am. Howdy, sir. All right, Suganthan S. I'm going to ask you in chat right now to type the words, I have spent $1,000 using code Rocket Scooter or code Rocket with prop firms. You've got 30 seconds to type that in. If this is true, that way you acknowledge you understand the rules. He's typing free life with question mark, free life with question mark. It sounds like a bot, dude. Come on, bro. If you send more than 1,000, totally fine. All right. I don't think he understands the rules. See how crazy it gets? All right. All right. I'm spinning again. What is the rule? All right. Never mind. All right, hold on. Mods, do me a privilege, mods. Somebody execute your moderator powers. That's one down. Anybody else want to again? AJ Kumar. Thank you, Tyler. AJ. Bonanza. Moderator execute. You see what I mean? This is why we have to be very specific about the rules. And don't forget, guys, we're going to be giving away 7 funded accounts in a little bit before we get out of here. 7 funded accounts. Straight to funded accounts. Wait, hold on. No, 6. Maybe 6. AJ, do you understand the rules, my friend? AJ, have you spent $1,000 using our code? And here's what we're going to do. To make it easy so that we don't go back and forth, I have this way that I'm going to do this. All right, AJ, can you type? So what we do is we're going to spin like the wheel and just pull up a bunch of names, and then we're going to go down the list of the first person that can prove it. All right, AJ, sir, have you spent $1,000 using the Rock Scooter code? AJ. AJ. Do y'all see him typing? He says he's here. AJ Kumar. Did he type? Speak at once. Have you spent $1,000 using the Rocket Scooter code? He said something. Nothing? All right, mods. You give him 60 seconds. You know what to do. All right. Keep going. It's exciting because now we're cleaning bots out of the channel, and we get to have another spin so somebody else could win. Cooper Brown. All right, buddy. Okay. He's checking out right now. So Cooper, lifetime winner, buddy. All right, Cooper. Cooper, have you... Say the magic words. Say the magic words, buddy. Cooper Brown, Cooper Brown, Cooper Brown. It was so close watching you talk. You got so close, buddy. Cooper Brown, sir. We saw you a second ago. No. Don't ban Cooper Brown if he accidentally entered. Look, if all he says, I accidentally entered, just be honest now. Cooper? Don't ban Cooper, though. He's not trying to cheat the system. He probably just got in late. Cooper, if you did or didn't, let me know. He said no. Okay. All right. Don't ban him. Just Cooper. Pay attention to the rules, man. All right. Don't ban him, though. He's not trying to cheat, or he's not like, what's going on? All right. Cooper sounds all right. We're going to keep going. Give him a pass this time. You guys probably showed up late. All right. All right. We're going to spin it one more time. It's funny with one rule. It's like people don't listen to the one rule. I will determine if you feel like you're banned or not. All right, Upal Balu. I'm gonna stop doing the spinning wheel, and it's if I did the actually, well, Ooh, market's rallying. Look at that. All right, Upa Balu, did you spend $1,000? You said no. Okay, I'm spinning it again. All right. He said no. He's honest. All right. If they're honest, don't ban them. If they sound like they don't have a clue what the fuck is going on, ban them. Or they sound like they're spamming, don't ban them. All right. He's a bot. Oh, he said no. All right. He said no. Jesus. All right. Cleaver. You see how hard this is? People don't want to ruin their chance to other giveaways. Cleaver, my buddy. Are you today's winner? Cleaver. Wait, hold on. Sorry, Matt, spin again, LOL. All right, so if they're okay about it and they don't sound like they're a bot from another country, let them stay. You guys just, we're gonna keep spinning the wheel. As long as they say it wasn't me, I'm being honest, and we're fine. This is great. If they're like, have no clue what's going on, then ban them, all right? So he's fine. Cleaver, y'all pay attention. Door FX, is it you? Are you today's winner? No, I'm not gonna ban my viewers unless they're a bot. The whole point of banning people if there's a bot. If you guys are honest, like it wasn't me, then that's fine. But if you're like free life and you type it again, free life, ban the idiot bots. Don't ban people that type in and say, hey, it wasn't me, spin again. That's totally fine. You're just wasting 5 seconds. Don't. But if the mods think you're a bot, get rid of them. All right. A bot's not going to say, no, it isn't me, LOL. That's just a person that wasn't paying attention. That's okay. Some people are listening to us with that, or watching us while they're working with the sound up. They don't hear. I get it. All right, door. No. Okay, spin again. All right. That's fine. As long as you say no, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, I guess no. I guess Tyler didn't like you. Tyler chose to ban you. All right, you're gone. Bye. Actually, it's a funny thing. They don't even know they're banned if they're banned. All right, Paul S. This sounds promising. I've seen Paul S.'s name before plenty of times. I have faith. Do it, Paul. You got this, baby. Paul, save us. When they say no, Kristen is like, I have the most demonic cackle when they say no. She's like, like, she can't wait for the ban hammer to come. And Paul we trust, yeah. I'll tell you, we want people to chat on the stream, but if they are a bot and you can tell they're a bot, mods, get rid of them. If somebody goes, it isn't me, and it sounds like it's in English, and they sound like they're from the US, and okay, keep it. But it sounds like they're from, you know, somewhere else. They don't know, has a clue. Just get rid of them. All right, Paul. Paul's like, we don't want to ban the community. We shouldn't ban the idiots, the bots. Oh, look at this market rallying crazy. 3gen. 3gen, baby. Are you the prize? Are you the winner? I feel like I should just make Kirsten a mod so she can enjoy banning people too. The market always turns to name your AI song. Wait, Brittany, you gave a song? Wait, hold on. All right. So what's up, Brittany? All right, let me get you. Hold on. Okay, so Brittany submitted a song. All right. If it flies, it dies 13. I have faith. I have faith. I kind of like that the new mascot is like fat green mat with red eyes. Like this is so funny how it's appearing everywhere. It flies, it dies. I have not spent that much. Great to see my name. Okay, let's go. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. As long as they say it's not me, great to see my name, it's fine. This is actually kind of funny. But if they sound like they're a bot, get rid of them. All right, thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. Hit. See how hard this was? Imagine we did it and then we would keep coming back and forth with it. Is it hit? Are you this month's winner? No one qualifies, right? There's a bunch of people that qualify. There's like half of the people don't pay attention to the rules. Hit is our winner. Yes, we got a winner. We got a winner. Okay. All right, guys. By the way, we're about to do some more giveaways, so stay tuned. In just a second, here's what you need to do, buddy. Hit. You need to go to Discord, get in touch with Andrew with Slacks and Constance channel. This is our monthly free live, and I think next month I might do 2 a month. Let me think about it. Let me look at the numbers real quick. We might do it again. If you spend $1,000 with our code over the course of a month, you can get access to lifetime. So what you need to do is just show Slacks your receipts, like your payments, and you congratulations, you just won a $4,000 prize. You get lifetime access to the platform, check. Lifetime access to bootcamp, check. Lifetime everything, check. Lifetime updates, check. Lifetime Discord access, check. Everything. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congrats. I know it's a painful giveaway. It's really hard to do because there's no way we can do it other than going off the honor system, but it is kind of fun, right? All right, we got to move forward. And then what he'll do is he'll go check with the prop firm just to double check. July 1st to July 31st, and you're good. And we'll add it all up. Congrats, man. You can finally go back to work. Hilarious. All right. Now for the fun stuff. Hold on. I think, let me double check what we got going on here. Let me just double check. Fun stuff. We're going to do this really quick. Hold on. All right. Looks like we got 4. Let me talk about the direct to funded program with ETF. All right. This is pretty cool. These guys have been so great. And again, I tell y'all, Elite Trader Funding does not pay me to talk about them. They literally don't. I'm not on their payroll. So I've enjoyed seeing this company grow. The people that work there, 3 of them came from my community. So I've been very close with them watching this prop firm grow. They're one of the smaller firms, but they're growing really fast. Again, I just standard affiliate fare, nothing really, like I promise you guys, I'm not being paid to say this or saying this. I speak this out of my own personal experience with the firm. I'm a live trader with them, by the way. The first prop firm I ever traded with was these guys as well. And I'm live with them, which is really good. It's a really good program. And they have 2 really awesome things that make them stand out. Now, what's different about them than anyone else is they have one of each type of account. And I'll be honest with you, when you look at each type of account with all these options, kind of like we say, like which one is worth picking. And I'll tell you, they're all kind of different. But imagine every company, like there's an Apex, there's a Top Step, there's a Take Profit, and they have kind of like one of each type. And I'll tell you like all the different ones they have. They have a 1-step, which is basically similar to the Apex type of account. A fast track is the same as this, just if you can pass it faster, you get a payout. I would say this is very similar to the whole Apex thing. This is not where their strong suit is. End of the day, drawdown, they're good accounts. I'm not going to lie. But I'll tell you, this isn't the reason that you would use these guys. End of the day drawdown is really good, but my funded futures has end of the day drawdown and so does funded next. And they are slightly better. However, where these guys shine is direct to funded and static. These two programs are top tier. And it's okay because like you want like the reason to use the firm are these two programs. And the static account of all the props I work with is and the reason I work with them and work with them for free is I needed a good static on my roster. And this static account that they have of $2,000 static drawdown is the best static account in the business. What is static? Well, you guys are used to trading like trailing drawdowns with Apex or whatever, and your drawdown goes with you, right, while you're trading. And then when you're even winning, you'll blow up the account. Well, with the static, it's different. With the static, it doesn't move. When you're making money, your drawdown stays fixed, which is awesome. They're usually slightly more expensive for that extra perk, but we always get really big sales on it, like sometimes 65% off, depending on what it is. Statics are the easiest accounts to pass because of the fewest amount of rules. And that's kind of nice. You have max drawdown limit, and that's it. It doesn't trail nothing, which is really neat. Now, what makes the static account here the best in the business is that when you compare for the price, Apex has a static account and they give you $625 drawdown. ETF for a little bit more money will give you a static with a fatter drawdown. This is the closest thing you're going to have to an actual trading account to have a static account. It's really nice. So just to say, the reason I always say these guys are good because they came in with like this killer static account, which is easy to trade relative to trailing and end of the day drawdowns. They're usually a little more pricier for that perk. But if you're struggling with like end of the day drawdown or you're struggling with like trailing drawdown and you want to change and do something different, static is good. Direct to funded is their newest program that they have, which is really neat because very few firms have direct to funded. And direct to funded's big perk is skipping the eval altogether. I'm going to load up the different, let's just do like actually, let me go to the accounts again. Direct to funded is very similar. I trade direct to funded with Tradeify, and I'm already live with ETF, so I can't even participate in the program, but it's a really good program. And let me give you guys some information about the direct to funded. There's two different types. There's a 25 and a 50K account. Again, this is not a paid promotion, by the way. Purely, I do this because I like the firm. Direct to funded is neat because you can skip the eval and immediately you're funded. Direct to funded traditionally will have payout cycles and payout caps per cycle, which is good. If you go straight to funded, you're not going for like infinity dollar payouts. You're going for consistent payouts on a cycle. Their 50K account is their flagship product, and that's what we're giving away today. Every payout cycle, which is 15 days, you can get a $5,000 payout without having to go through an eval and worry about all that. You're literally funded from day one, and all you got to do is last a certain amount of days to get your payout. Once you hit your cap, you're done, and then you can start all over and trade again. So direct to funded is like try to get a return on your investment. You get the account, get your total payout, then you're done with the program. After a certain amount of time, they may assess your performance and kick you over to live, like they did with me. It's a pretty cool program at live. It has daily payouts. It's really nice. They have a budget version of the direct to funded account, which has cycling payouts every 10 days rather than 15. And they're smaller, but they get bigger each time you pass. So it's a really neat program with the payout cap total. So imagine if you bought the account for $600, could you get 20,000 out of it, right? And so the idea is that you treat direct to funded, and Tradeify is exactly the same. You buy the account. Theirs is like $750, I think, before our discount. And then you just trade it in and see if you can get your payouts over a schedule. They're good for medium-sized payouts over a frequent period of time. But without the evals that people have, and these companies have these evals that are designed to like squeeze you out before you even get a payout, it kind of sucks to have to go through an eval and the psychology of passing it, then go fund it and whatever. But even so, ETF has been very gracious to donate 16 funded accounts to this channel every single month. And that's really, really awesome. Like I said, I'm just a standard affiliate with them. They're not paying me to promote this at all. They just donate to the stream. And I think that that's really awesome that they want you guys to try out their program. So with that being said, let's spin the wheel because I like that. And again, shitty bear market. I know I'm not making many trades right now. I did like your song, Brittany. That song is really awesome, by the way. And oh, Brittany, when did you join Pro Plus, by the way? Welcome to the community. Paulo Franco, number one. Type something in chat.
I just want a puppy, rocket puppy. Yeah, yeah. Don't whip out your bananas during bonanza. Don't whip out your bananas during bonanza. Don't whip out
Ariel.
bonanza.
Ariel, rule of thumb is you probably won't get banned if you sound like you speak English. That's typically the rule of thumb of banning. That's really what we were trying to say earlier. If you accidentally enter the giveaway and you speak English and you say, oops, my bad, we're not going to ban you. But if you go, no, what? No, we're probably going to ban you. Can you talk about Funded X and the rapid accounts? There's such a delay on getting the Funded X after passing. I know they're fixing their infrastructure within a week. Viral Pulse. I told them yesterday. They wanted me to sign a contract with them to work with them further, and I said I won't sign until they fix that. So I'm holding out on working with them further until they fix it. And they said, oh, we're gonna fix it within a week. So to me, that is the one major administrative hurdle they need to get over. And as soon as they do, they'll be completely perfect. But again, it's just growing pains because they've been manually verifying these things one at a time. They don't have that automated process yet like some of the other firms do. So they're going through and manually verifying. That's why there's a little bit of a delay. THD winner number one, ETF 50K direct to funded. Very cool. And you guys let me know, like, give me feedback. Do you guys like the direct to funded with ETF when you guys try them out? It's the one program with them I haven't been able to use because once you're live, you can't do any more of the prop accounts. Are they going to extend the sale for rapid account for funded next? I'm going to ask if they can once they get to the end of it, but I'm not sure that they will. Tyler says the direct to funded is the best. Do you like it, Tyler? Okay, cool. It's good. There's just one problem. Oh, okay, you love one. Okay, cool. You sure ETF is to find a strategy? Don't get a stop. We'll have to lose 33 points to make it 7. Bust the account. Move from the ice when you build buffer gets payouts. Oh, that's kind of cool, Brian. I like that. Rapid sales for 2 weeks ever since they launched. Let's get some free shit. Emily P. So I have something in chat. Emily. Type something in chat. Monthly hedge pressure breaking. Other YouTubers faking. There's so strong. Watch out, Sam and Matt. Giveaway bonanza days are crazy. We have giveaways for like an hour and a half straight. It's crazy. That's okay. There is no actionable trading today. Really? Wait, hold on. All right, listen. All right, you know what happened? I bet you this is from, let me clear out the participants. Everybody start over. Type in ETF one more time. This is probably what happened. All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Just type it in. I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spin. Okay. No actionable trades today. I.e. not chasing shorts, as you guys are seeing this. Dial against squeeze. I haven't even shared my P&L. I've not traded anything but those Tradeify accounts out the door. The one on screen was the one that was down like 1,000 or something bucks. Started trimming it out. Forgot. But this is where I am. I haven't traded anything else. So I'm like flattish for the day. I'd say it's 24. Maybe I'm up 500 bucks. But that's it. Nothing really. All right, Tyler. All right, Tyler got his payment for banning people earlier. Look at that. Tyler, my boy. I'm so proud of you, man. Tyler got rewarded for being the ban hammer we all needed. Okay, you guys can stop typing in the chat now. All right, couple more. That's a good song. I like that one. A new bear market anthem. David Ozio, Lake Fork Guide. One more. And then we got some other stuff to do as well. We might have to do them in the afternoon stream. We're running out of time. And we need to focus on the market today. We are starting to move. We got close to Catalyst active. We went up, we came down. Now we're trading back up. It's looking pretty good. Resilience monthly resilience is positive. We might go all the way back up to MHP today. So Ruduan, Felix. Yeah, so Brittany, Rocket Scooter is the code for Elite Trader Funding. So the ones at the top of the list, like way up at the top, are all Rocket Scooter. It's crazy that the stream is like mostly, there's so many people now and the giveaway stuff is so big. It's like most of the stream is giveaway at some times in the month now. Felix. All right. Oh, there he is. Okay. One more. Oh, that's 4. Okay. You guys, congratulations. Y'all are the winners today. Very, very, very nice. We'll do the Tradeify in the afternoon. How about that? We're running out of time. What else do we have to give? We have 2 funded next and 2 Tradeify straight to funded to give away today. Congrats, you guys. Remember, if you guys use our code, it's really fun. The more you guys use our code, we do all these fun giveaways. And our partners have been very gracious to give us a whole lot more stuff giveaway every month. If I sign and go forward with funded next, they're going to give us 60 accounts to give away a month. 60. I double checked. We've had 8. The last month, they're going to give us 60, which means 3 a day. How crazy is that? We're going to have to be like very quick about these giveaways. We can't have like 2 hours of the stream be giveaway. Although giveaway bonanza is 2 hours of the stream is giveaway. I know you guys like getting free stuff while you trade. But we will have to make sure we focus on the trading. All right. Ridwan, David, Tyler, THD, you guys are the winners today. ETFs, really awesome 50K program. Direct to funded. Oops. Tyler Mod. Oops. And that's it. And then THG. You guys reached out to Andrew to Slacks and chat. Slacks will hook you guys up. Take a screenshot of your YouTube ID from inside of your account. Take that screenshot and send it to him. Make sure you have an account already with Elite Trader Funding. He'll give you guys the code and he'll get your email address. Give him your email address for that. He'll teach you how to get in and get those accounts. All right. Looks like the market is pressing higher. Don't chase shorts. Don't try to buy dips. Don't try to be crazy inside of this market. All I do is I trade off of strong pivots only below DD band, and that's it. I don't try to do anything crazy. We are at MHP right now. And the question you have as a trader is, do I want to short off of MHP, which is very possible that that is a good setup. If I'm still bearish this market, I could take a short. MHP resilience is less than 0. So it's kind of like, could I take a short? You know what I mean? And with it being greater than 0, the chances are probably like, maybe I shouldn't, right? What a rebound, right? Now the question becomes, is there a short setup from here? Possibly, but I don't short below DD band. You guys know the rule. And I can only short off of MHP if MHP resilience is less than 0, and it's not less than 0. While there will be some possible like selling pressure off of it, I don't think it's a good short to take. So again, it's subjective whether you think it's a good short to take or not. I'm not giving you guys trading advice. In my education, I don't take shorts below DD band. I just kind of let the market play around. If you are bearish, remember, always wait for what you want. You'll get it. It's always the rule of thumb. Yeah, you don't think so? Yeah, I don't know if I think so either. I didn't even open my MyFunded Futures account today. That's the funny part. I don't even want to touch my direct to funded or my funded account with those guys in this kind of environment. First time seeing Matt take a short. You ain't seeing Matt take any kind of short. Not yet. Not down here. It could be a good short, but it's not really one that I really put a lot of like effort into, a lot of faith into. It can be a decent short if it does work out, but there's no guarantees on it, right? S&P, if you are bearish and you're betting on at monthly resilience being resistance, that is a pretty decent place. I just don't short against these pivots. Below DD band. And the market is going to be very crazy right now. VIX is still high. UVXY is still pretty high. What am I looking for? UVXY is still above MHP. So we have volatility likely ready to go. I don't think this is the day where the market recovers and continues to rally. So, you guys think we're gonna pop? What do y'all think? Or you think the market starts to completely build down some downside from here? What do y'all think? So all this next month, we're going to have a lot of MFFU flash sales and things. Remind me today to do the Tradeify and the Fund to Next sales, the giveaways for later today, if you guys don't mind. We're going to run out of time on the stream to do it. Giveaway Bonanza is so crazy these days. It takes like 3 days to do Giveaway Bonanza, it feels like, or 2 days. Crazy. Crazy. What the heck? Okay. My friend and featured flash sale is on 30% off of all plans. Whoa, 20 minutes left on 30% off scale accounts. I didn't even know that. I'm not paying attention to my Discord. Maybe Andrew told me, I didn't see it. Oh, okay, Andrew. Hey, all right. Okay. My code doesn't work for the flash sale? What? Is it just My Fun and Futures' own flash sale? Oh, okay. You request a Whoosh fan, please? Are we on the long side today, boys? I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried about this market. I wouldn't. I'm not touching it. I don't believe in the Whoosh fan myself, but I'll give it to you for you if you want it. There's your whoosh fan. All right, now this is assessing S&P's can we get above MHP? Can we get the MHP break? I'd be willing to chase along here on MHP break. Problem is that I don't know where I would go to. So let's look at that. Remember, MHP is resistance. We still don't take that short when the MHP res is greater than 0. So I normally avoid this while there is some good short potential there. Any break to this can go all the way up to DD band. Could be a maybe 14-point scalp, give or take to there. All right, let's see how we pay out. I'm very curious to see. There's a very small chance we do get a break. Now, again, we had this nasty bear market kind of setup thing going on. Let's see where that line in the sand is. Honestly, I do think it will continue selling from here. I don't think it's gonna rally, but maybe today it does. Right? We're so deep in the bear market pocket right now that the market has no liquidity here. So while it is sort of like trilling up slowly throughout the day, end of the day, I feel the selling will continue to resume. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's how I kind of feel for myself. SPY, it's deep into the pocket right now. I mean, there's no liquidity at this 624 level. That's kind of the crazy part. Yeah, just enjoy your weekend, guys. Anything will recover this week? Nope, not this week. No, sir. This market's dead in the water. It might recover today a little bit, but this week, no. The market's dead. It's bear market now. We knew it at the end of the day yesterday. We know it right now going into today. And I know I give you a whoosh fan, brother, and I know it's there, but I don't feel that maybe at best, we get up into here at best. But if you want my opinion, it's gonna probably trail out by the end of the day. So y'all be careful in y'all's trading today. We need a vacuum emoji. Oh yeah, hilarious. Okay, guys, this has been a great day today. Like I said, I'm just kind of like barely green, not too big of a deal. I haven't traded my funded futures account. I haven't touched my funded X accounts, nothing. Bear market, I'm an expert sitting out waiting. I took that initial long and took a little bit of a loss, but right out the door, but then sort of like worked my way back on some of the other ones, and we should be, again, not doing much at all. And days like this, it's totally smart to be that way. Not a big deal. But we'll be live on MyFunded TV in just a little bit, and the giveaway spree continues. So we love you guys joining us over there. Jump over and chat. Feel free to throw some rockets in chat. Just tell Tom you love him. Don't just spam Matt this and Matt that, because, you know, be respectful of the last 5 minutes of Tom's show, but tell him you love Tom. Tell him you love him. And we'll be live there in a second. They have a fantastic, you know, segment we plan called Lunch Money with Matt. Will be there. Can I explain the pocket and the overlay you put on the chart? Catchy, go there to this stream. I'm going to be live there in like 5 minutes. I'll explain it there. Okay, we'll see you guys. Everybody go to MyFunded TV. I'll be there live and it'll be fun. We'll have a good time.
Market spinning in chaotic haze. Rocket scooter blast through the maze. Volume prediction shows the way. Leave the doubt and the fray. Liquidity map paints the scene. Hidden nodes like ghosts unseen. Reverse engineered, see the light. Illuminate the darkest night. Rocket scooter has got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside. Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss. Seeing past the others cross. Institutions will be seen. Predict the flow like a machine.
Cool, man.
You've got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside. Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss. Seeing paths the others cross. Institutions will